You are correct,
What?
Detective. Don't misunderstand me.
Well, thank you for this. Thank you for this. I mean, it's not like it was beyond the realm of possibility. But how? Why? When? Where? But why? Hello, everybody out there in YouTube land. My name is Dead Chaos, and welcome back to the No Game. June and Junpei sitting in a tree. BLEEDING. I've been thinking about this multiverse of madness, and bear with me. I haven't been grasping the subtle nuances of this flow map. Some of these keys are red, whether they're selected or not, and some of these are white. The red ones clearly lead to the bad ending. Now, the only ending I am missing, which I assume is true ending, is to the left of the first ending I got, and it has an unlocked symbol. And out of all of these endings, that was the only one that said to be continued rather than the end. Or is it? I don't see any air holes. To be continued? Now, that's a yellow key, and that's a yellow unlock. So maybe I didn't need all the endings in order to, what I assume is unlock the true ending. Let's test this hypothesis. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because YouTube won't notice me unless you do. It's different. It stopped. And this is the information from the note, which she might have still had in this timeline, but I don't know, we got a bright light, we've got the note, and we've got some information from a different chain of events, I guess? Either that, or doesn't matter. I think this is the true ending. And you know what's ironic? This was the first ending that I got, and then I had to go back and do all the others. So I was on the right path to begin with. The game just said, hold on, slow your roll. Let's see what all the other choices you could have made. All the wrong ones. This is, I guess, the best possible outcome of this. Ace is still the villain. And Snake was still locked up. But I think everybody else is still alive. It's been a hot minute. Truth had gone. Truth had gone. And truth had gone. And now truth is asleep in the darkness of the sinister hand.
Wait, what? What the hell was that? That voice?
Telepathy.
Huh? What?
What's up?
Huh? Oh, nothing.
He pressed the buttons. Whoa, he pressed the buttons. Dang. Truth be gone, truth be gone. So, right, left, right, left, right, left. Right? Oh my gosh. It's like I didn't need everything from all the other timelines. I just needed one piece of information.
1438341.
I guess maybe that one piece of information was the Epiphany, and it transferred to this version of Junpei. I'm not going to try to figure that out yet, but still, the game's giving me something, and I'm going to work with it.
Huh?
Huh?
Hey, what the hell were those numbers?
Oh my gosh, are those?
1438341. 1438341.
Good to see you again, Snake.
No way. What? Why are you?
Oh, come on, good ending.
Oh? Is that you, Clover? I apologize for worrying you. Snake!
You? Why?
Junpei? And Seven? Is that you? Is everyone else there as well? Oh. Jeez.
You're back!
And you're totally not the killer. Aww.
Gently now. My body's still a little weak.
Oh, you're back! You're back! You're really here!
Dude's really pale.
You're back!
Come now, what's gotten into you? You're acting as though I've returned from the grave.
Not as though. You did. I really thought you were dead.
Huh?
You jerk!
He had absolutely no control over this. Why are you blaming him?
I see. I believe I understand things rather well now. Thank you. In the shower room, there is a dead body wearing my clothes. Because of that, you thought that I was dead, correct?
Yes, and I'm pretty sure you didn't do it. Though you were pretty grateful to be attacking Ace in that incinerator.
Yeah.
I mean, Clover was dead in that timeline, so...
You also discovered a corpse in the captain's quarters, and Santa turned on you here, in this room.
Yes, unfortunately, but I know he could be reasoned with.
Do I have it straight?
Well, the dead body in the captain's quarters is a surprise.
Sorry, there wasn't a good time to tell you.
Don't worry about it.
Well then, I've got a pretty decent idea of what happened while I was indisposed, but it's still something of a mystery who did all this, and why. The corpse in the shower room that looked like me, and the corpse in the captain's quarters. Why were they killed in the way they were?
You don't know?
No. Why would I?
The guy in the shower room. We don't know who he is, so let's just call him Mr. X. Anyway, this Mr. X is wearing Snake's clothes. But you're wearing some kind of weird robes. That means someone took your clothes and put them on Mr. X.
Creepy.
We need to figure out who that was.
I apologize, but I have no idea who might have done this to me. I only just now woke up. I was unconscious during all the events you just described to me. They must have undressed me and changed my clothes during that time.
When were you knocked out?
And why wouldn't they notice you have a fake arm?
When we split up to look for the red.
Zero's got access to knockout gas.
Where did they get you? Do you remember?
Where did they touch you? Ace wouldn't have done it, but he has the doctor skills to knock someone out.
It was a small room in one of the hallways on C deck.
What happened?
The same thing that happened to every one of us when we were abducted. A canister releasing some sort of gas was thrown into the room. I believe the gas is some sort of incapacitating agent.
Then that means it was...
Zero.
Why would Zero know all the characters and their connections, put someone in danger, and then save them from that danger? Maybe he didn't anticipate what Ace was going to do to 9? Or did. Maybe this is all psychological. Trying to mess with Ace, putting people in there he knew was a threat to him, and then saving the innocent ones?
Looks that way, huh?
There's nothing else I have to tell you. When I woke up, I was in this coffin.
Why? Why did Zero make Mr. X wear Snake's clothes? How would that benefit Zero? I don't get it. What the hell does any of it mean? And I have no idea how I got the passcode for the coffin either. Truth had gone, and truth had gone. Where did those words come from?
Epiphany.
Why did I feel compelled to push the buttons on the bracelet after hearing them?
This is nuts.
All I know is my fingers moved on their own. It was like I did it subconsciously.
All we needed was one instance of this telepathy thing actually happening to warrant all the other stories that had come before it. And it's happening to the main character. That's pretty cool. It's pretty good. But now I know I only need 2 endings, right? So there's another half of this game. I need 1 that has the key piece of information, and 2, the right time and place to use the information. It means I suffer for no reason.
I don't get it. What the hell does any of it mean?
I didn't waste my time because that was actually worth it to get to know all the characters and get little tidbits of their information and why they were all connected to the game. But everybody dying at the Yellow Submarine, that was terrible. Yeah. Like a day has passed since that happened, but I couldn't stop thinking about how one of the endings had to be continued on it, and I thought maybe it was going to connect to the other game. But the more I thought about it, I was like, I need to look at this. No matter how long it takes, we're finishing the Nonary game.
Also, Snake and Clover had been subjects in a similar experiment 9 years ago.
The ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected by a couple of things. The first is Epiphany, and the other is danger.
yeah, she knew too much about this. As if maybe this had come from a doctor and it's not just her knowledge. Like she was told what the experiment was for.
And someone did actually die. A girl. Her name was...
There had been another experiment conducted on this same ship 9 years ago, and a girl had died during it. Morphogenetic field theory. The 2 murders. Switching clothes. The Nonary Game. Zero. He's the ringleader. The person who trapped 9 of us on this sinking ship. Zero should know everything. If we can uncover Zero's identity, all of our questions will be answered.
At any rate, we'll have plenty of time to decipher the details later. For now, it is of utmost importance that we escape.
I'm not even going to do the math. Just tell me how we're getting all these characters out.
Junpei, it was 4:30 the last time you checked the clock, yes? That means we have less than an hour. We must hurry.
Hey, how are we gonna get out of here?
Isn't that obvious? Through the other number 9 door.
Oh yeah, you're right. With Snake, we can open the door.
Thank you.
Don't tell me you hadn't figured that out.
Wasn't planning
Come
to.
on, you gotta tell me these things.
I, assumed you'd figured it out.
Forget it. Let's just get going.
He's definitely a cop. He's got the street smarts.
All right, you guys ready to go?
Yes.
Yep.
Not yet.
Huh?
Before we go in, I'd like to check something.
You want to check something?
Yeah, but before I do, 7, could you pull the lever? I want to make sure we can verify with just the 4 of us.
What do you mean? We don't need...
Just do it, all right? But if the door opens, don't go in yet, okay? Please, this is really important. I really need to check this, okay? Work with me here.
Fine.
Hoping to get more people out.
All right, that means the 4 of us can go into door 9.
So, we knew that already. It's obvious.
Obvious. Yeah, you're right. It is. Now, what happens if we add Zero's bracelet?
What?
Zero's bracelet?
Why don't you take it out, Clover?
So you did know I had it.
Yes, a lifetime of experiences. Several lifetimes.
I picked it up because I thought it might be useful sometime.
This was on the left hand of the corpse in the captain's quarters. If you look at it, you can see it's got a 0 on the face. Just to make this a little easier to talk about, I'm gonna call the guy we found dead in the captain's quarters, Cap. Then I should be able to open door 9 with just me, Clover, and his bracelet. Though the big question is, if Cap is the mastermind of this game, would he really put one of these bracelets on? Anyway, let's just give it a shot. Clover, give me your hand.
Okay.
Now the captain's bracelet. And pull the lever. I knew it. Now, what does this tell us?
Maybe the bracelet has to be on your wrist in order for it to work?
No, that's impossible. Did you see how the panel showed a 3rd asterisk when I scanned Cap's bracelet? Whether or not it's on your wrist doesn't matter. All you have to do is put the bracelet near the panel for it to register.
Huh. Looks like you're right.
See? So what does that mean? There's only one possibility.
That bracelet isn't the number 0. Is that what you're saying?
That's right.
Then what number is it?
Let's find out.
I forget which one it was. Let's do them all. It was 6, wasn't it? It's the same as June's.
Hey, it opened. The door opened.
Yeah, we still don't know why it's 6.
What? Why? What does that mean?
I'm ready for answers.
Isn't it obvious? Cap's bracelet is number 6.
But doesn't it say 0?
This isn't a 0. The symbol on here isn't a number 0.
It's not hexadecimal, is it? I was like...
It's a letter O.
But O is like very... Yeah.
Oh.
Whoa, wait a minute. I don't get it. I mean, we figured out that Cap's bracelet is 6, right?
Yeah.
Does that mean there are 2 people with 6s?
There is most likely only one person with a 6.
But I don't get it. What about June?
Well, this is only an educated guess, but I think June's number was never 6 to begin with.
What? Wait a minute. Hers isn't a 9 as well, is it?
Her bracelet was flipped.
Holy crap. To protect her and to hide the extra number! 0 knew that Ace would go after 9, so he just flipped them to keep 9 in play. So no matter who she went with, the numbers would always be correct anyway.
In other words, June's real number is...
Oh my god, I can't believe I
9.
didn't call that. Oh my god, that's so good. That's so good. She's so important to me in the game.
That seems the most likely.
Then all this numbered door stuff was just a load of crap?
Why would you say that?
Because if June is 9, then the numbers wouldn't match up. Here, look.
List of all the numbered doors June's gone through.
I'll let you know what I'm writing, okay, Snake?
Mm-hmm.
And that's everything. I wrote down which door she went into and with whom. And I wrote what all the numbers were. So if you switch 9 in wherever there's a 6, the numbers don't work. If the digital root is 7, then you can't open door 4. If the digital root is 2, then you can't open door 8.
Clover, do you notice anything interesting on that list?
What do you mean?
You're talking about 3, right?
Combinations of 3.
3?
Huh?
Santa's always in the room with her. That's what you're saying, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
What about it?
That's quite simple, really. You told me that the first time you came to this room, Santa was the first to
Yes.
refuse to leave June behind. Now, doesn't that beg the question why? Why would Santa do such a thing? The answer is easy. Because Santa can't open door 9 with only 7 and Lotus. Of course, there's only one reason for that. His number isn't actually 3.
What? You're BSing me now.
Santa's real number, 7? Would you be so kind as to modify my sister's equations?
Yeah, sure. This is what you were getting at, right, Snake?
Oh.
Thank you. That is
No.
exactly right, 7. Santa's true number wasn't 3. It was 0.
He said his little
No
sister
way.
died 9 years ago. Why didn't I clock that piece of information? Maybe because the 9s are just all over the place in this game. This is the main timeline, the only timeline where he's an enemy. But didn't he die, though, in that other timeline? There's so much at play here. Oh my god, this is a good twist. Some of the numbers don't mean what they mean. Oh my gosh. But why? How? Why switch the 0? Why the 6? Wait a minute. If the numbers in play are 6 and 9 and 3 and 0, then that means that number 9, you could call it flipped, but his could also mean 0. Because that would have gotten him killed and still allowed him to go through doors if it had been 9. So if he had somehow not died earlier, it still would have seemed like everything was right. The whole time, Santa was on the naughty list. No, I didn't mean to make that joke. Santa was staying with June because he knew how the numbers would add up to keep the illusion going. I don't know how the other timelines are supposed to work out, but this is the true one, so this is the truth. just based on a little bit of extra information we've gathered from the other timelines. Doesn't matter. He is one of us. And he was able to protect Snake from Ace. But why sacrifice who I will still call the ninth man? Give me more.
Santa is 0?
And June was 9, not 6. Conversely, Santa was 0, not 3. Plus 3 and minus 3, they cancel one another out. Nothing appears out of order.
Santa was still playing by the rules of the Nonary game this whole time.
Does that mean he put a bomb in his own belly? Is it that diluted? But it gives such importance to June for the plot. Other than her just being an amazing human being and the love interest of the main character, who's the only one who seems to have gotten a telepathic message from himself in another timeline.
Precisely.
So you're saying Santa planned this whole thing?
I'm not sure if he acted alone or not. But I think it is safe to conclude that he is 0. If my hypothesis is correct.
I don't see why it wouldn't be. Let's hold out for more information. Thanks for speaking up, Junpei.
Snake's hypothesis. Something doesn't seem right.
I'm still sketchy about Snake a little bit. But what's up?
June's bracelet being flipped. Even if that were possible, that would mean there are 2 number 9 bracelets. And if that's the case...
All right, that's enough talking. Let's go. It's high time we went through that door.
Well, man, I think the other 9 bracelet is a 0 myself. But I've been wrong before.
It's right there.
Means whatever team Santa ended up on, if he was 0, he'd want to make sure that everybody lived. Because whether or not he had a bomb in him, the bomb would have blown up near him.
All right, let's keep going.
We haven't found the library yet.
I think these stairs go to the bottom deck.
I hope his sister isn't the mummy.
Looks dry.
Let's head down.
Not like the mystical kind of like, oh, from the past. No, I hope this
Hey,
is
it's
symbolic. And he didn't put her in the coffin.
Wow!
Bingo. Library of Knowledge.
It's totally full of books!
There's so many. I don't know where to look.
All right, if we want to get through that door out there, we need the Neptune key. I say we split up and look for it.
Search for clues, gang.
Okay.
Very well.
Sure thing.
Good. Let's get started then. We don't have a lot of time. Hurry.
Novel mode. Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the forge. Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the forest of knowledge. As he began his search, for reasons he didn't fully understand, Junpei felt those particular words float through his mind. One last puzzle room. Seek a way out. Oh, even the music's different. Ah, this game has great music. Okay, library, I need knowledge. There's a note on that table. Lights to the books. Huh, what does that mean? Interesting. Well, intelligence often hides itself in darkness. Have you ever thought about the pages of a book? Each page only sees, maybe 2 or 3 minutes of light before the reader is on to the next one? They spend the rest of their lives locked in darkness. Rather, like myself. That's horrible. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining, not at all. I live in the darkness, yes. But that has gifted me with the ability to catch the truths of others might miss. I can hear the voices hidden in the darkness, you might say. Still something unique about you. ERNLPEI. What is this? What's to do with these titles? They're all just gibberish. Hey, what if we switch them around? Well, the top one says open. Yeah, if we move them around, maybe they'll spell something. Oh, I get it. Yeah, heck, it's worth a shot. You pull the books, and the bookshelf opens. Open here, find bulb. How about this? Huh, like put those books in the right order, open this thing right up. Yeah, that was a piece of cake. Hooray! Cake! Oh, you did it, Junpei. I guess it turned out well enough. So the letters from the title spell out, open here, find bulb. Thank you. Quantum gravity. Seven, do you have any idea what this is? I mean, I know that gravity is the weakest of the four fundamental forces. The electromagnetic spectrum is really strong until you get to the quantum level, in which it does not reach. So you have to switch to the strong and weak nuclear forces. Gravity doesn't play on the quantum level. It needs to be on the macro scale. And it might not even be a force itself. It might just be a side effect of the curvature of space-time. So, what's quantum gravity? How about you start by using real words? And maybe we'll get somewhere. Mother Nature. Is that some sort of book about hippie chicks? No, it's about Gaia. Probably not. Except perhaps tangentially. Tangentially. I may have heard that word, but I've never seen it spelled. We gotta have some levity, I guess. This one says transition of extinct species. We need to hurry it up. We're going to end up in the pages of a book like that. Don't get me started. I had problems with libraries in Indigo Prophecy. Good grief, this whole section of the game is just Sundoku Sudoku. There's numbers and books everywhere, and none of it means anything. Kid's book here? It looks like it's a children's story about Native Americans. Don't you think a random book like that is kind of suspicious? Maybe you ought to hold on to it. Cowboys and Indians? For a second I thought it said cowboys and aliens. I was like, that's not a kid's story. Well, this isn't a kid's story either. This is a story of genocide. Yeah, let's check this. There's a note on top of the table. It says lights to the books. Where do I put the light bulb? Can I go downstairs? Aha. Any secret Ansem reports? Why can't I read these? Is that Liebern? Whatever. Lieberness. This book is in German. It looks like it's a complete work of something. I've never heard of it. Well, if Snake doesn't know what it is, I don't think we'll ever know. Maybe it's just not been translated into Braille. If this is all of Zero's books, it makes sense how smart he is. It says Riemann hypothesis. What is there to hypothesize about with a Riemann? Isn't it pretty straightforward? I don't get it. Heavens no, there are many factors. Length, girth, lubrication, or lack of... What?! It's an exciting and rapidly growing field. Whoa. Hyman. I'm not going to think about this. If all these books were already on the boat or even collected by Zero, it makes sense why he and or she is a psychopath. Modern Japanese literature. Huh. If it's not a manga, then it's literature, I guess. Hey, there's another one of those picture books here. Something about these things feels kind of nice, you know? Brings back good memories. I guess even people like Seven were kids once. Oh, you little brat. Hey guys, cool it. Alright? I'm gonna take this picture book with me. Oh, yeah, we're collecting children's books. This has gotta be his sister's books, right? Or the child that died's books. Tales of Old Japan. These are Japanese books. Or are these Japanese characters? I don't know. It's game has been translated from Japan, but it might be set in America because shouldn't the cover... Wouldn't the books read in reverse order? I don't know. I don't read manga. This isn't just about revenge. Zero wants us to know something. Yeah! You did it, Junpei! Yay! I don't know why, but I don't really feel particularly happy about being praised for that. Whatever. At least the lock's open now. Let's see if we can get it open, alright? Light bulb. Powerful light bulb. Ah, these. This. There are 3 lights in this thing. They aren't very bright, though. Hey, didn't we find some kind of real powerful light bulb earlier? Why don't you put it in one of those lights? Yeah. Well, they get a lot brighter, but if there are 3 lights, that means 3 light bulbs. There won't be much point unless we can replace all of them. I got it. Alright, we need 3 light bulbs. 2 down, 1 to go. Teletemporation and telepathy. What the heck is this one about? Well, I know what telepathy is, but I've never heard of teletemporation. It refers to having the ability to travel through time. I think we've got that. So teleportation and teletemporation. temporal. This book is called Mind Swap. You mean you could, like, change bodies with someone? Well, I guess I wouldn't mind switching bodies with my brother or Junpei too much, but I'd rather die than let Seven switch with me. What the heck? I gotta even want to swap bodies with a little brat like... Hey, were you just imagining it? You were! Shut up. Yeah, well, he wasn't the only one. Let's not go down that path.
Hey, I can look at myself naked.
Oh, brother.
Do you think we should hold hands where there aren't any handrails? I'll be fine. I can feel vibrations in the floor that tell me where I am. That's not what I meant. Who were you looking at when you were saying that? Because you get kind of creepy if it's with your brother. Oh. I think that says fundamentals of baseball. But I ain't 100% sure that doesn't say fundamentals of baseball. Bingo. Oh, looks like there's a whole lot of space behind these books. Look, Junpei, I think there's something hidden behind the books. Light bulb. With all these light bulbs, I've got an idea. My eyes! My sparkly, whatever color eyes. Whoa, those light bulbs really make a difference. It's pretty bright in here now. And book 'em, Dano. It's a small enclosure with 9 sides. There are 3 blah 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 music stands. Am I supposed to put something on these stands? Is it not the books? There's a baseball in this one. Come on, Junpei, let's see what's in it. I'm gonna go on a limb and say it's probably baseball stuff. Whoa. Okay, it makes sense. With the lights, it's gonna be another shadow puzzle where they're gonna overlap. Head. Are the other shoulders, knees, and toes? Got a magic wand on it. Okay. So what's inside? Well, aren't you going to open it? Pretty sure it's just gonna have pages inside. Smart. Oh! What? SE51. I thought it said it's Ceci. It's Ceci! It's Ceci and you know it. This one has some Native Americans on the cover. Hey, Junpei, take a look at this one. Native Americans, huh? Maybe it's got some... Whoa! Surprised every time. Like. Milk. Got milk. Gotcha. Alright, let's put these on. How about we try putting these picture books on the stands? Then, in the right order, I hope. Is this a Shield Rig 5? What does the Strategic Homeland Intervention Enforcement Logistic Division have to do with the mythological rake monster? Probably a lot, because that creature probably falls in their jurisdiction. It looks like it worked. Way to go, Junpei. Good job, buddy. Something projecting on the bottom. These letters, they seem familiar. Oh, that's Shelled, not Shield.
Sheldrake 5?
Sheldrake! Oh my gosh, it's the book. That was all weird that I was wondering about.
I think I saw the rest of this collection somewhere.
Yeah, I think it was somewhere around here.
Let's go take a look.
Okay.
So it's in book 5.
Sheldrake.
Have you heard of him? Sheldrake, I mean.
Yeah, Lotus told me about him.
Maybe.
There's a British biochemist named Sheldrake. He has a rather interesting theory.
Sorry, it's been a long time. This was like the first episode, I think.
Morphogenetic fields, which relies on the theory of morphic resonance.
Really? From Lotus, huh?
Well, Clover also said something to me about that stuff.
She did?
Yeah, what was it?
The ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected by a couple of things. The first is Epiphany, and the other is danger.
That girl. I told her not to tell anyone.
I still think maybe Zero was one of the kids, and he happened to be the one to get the telepathy, perhaps. It would connect him to the main character in a unique way, put them on opposite sides. But go on.
You did? Why?
Well...
Look, man, I didn't push it because we're in a hurry, but I'm kind of sick of this. How about you just tell me, okay?
Tell you what?
Don't give me that. About the experiment.
Ugh. Very well, fine. I'll tell you everything. But not here. Let's move to the top floor.
Let's go grab that book first. Sheldrake, Volume 5.
I suppose I might as well start by telling you why I kept quiet, and why I made sure Clover did as well.
This has been a long time coming.
To be honest, the explanation is quite simple. Zero told me not to. I had little choice.
I knew there was extra information on that piece of paper.
He didn't walk up and tell me, of course. He gave me a message engraved on a card.
That's a Braille card. It looks just like the one you showed us earlier.
There was 2 of them.
So you had 2 cards.
No, only one.
Okay, I was still right.
Huh? What do you mean? I thought that card just had some rules for the Nonary Game on it.
Yes, it did. And those were the rules I read you. However, they were not the only thing on the card.
I wondered about that.
There was something I didn't read. Well, perhaps I should say there was something I couldn't read.
And that was?
Tell no one of the events that took place 9 years ago. Tell, and I activate your sister's detonator. It's a threat on our lives.
Oh. Well,
Well, Clover's dead.
Well, what about Clover? Did she get a message from Zero too?
I don't believe she did. But doesn't it strike you as strange that Zero would shut my mouth, but not hers?
He has a soft spot for... I'm not even going to finish that sentence because it sounds weird. He's got a soft spot for little girls. Nah. He misses his little sister, and so he's sympathetic to her. That's a better phrase.
Yeah.
To be on the safe side, however, I told her it was best not to tell anyone. Still, apparently she told you. That girl.
What's wrong with her telling me? I figured some stuff out with the things she told me. I mean, it looks like the whole activate her detonator thing was just a bluff. She's prancing around downstairs happy as a clam now that you're back.
That's very true. I've decided I can trust you.
You literally have no choice at this point.
I've decided to tell you the truth. The chance that Santa is Zero is very high. I feel I can assume Santa doesn't have the time to observe us at the moment. And at any rate, even if he were, I very much doubt he would kill us.
Why?
Clover told me about the 4-leaf clover, about the words.
Oh my gosh.
If he knew about that, then he was in my group during the first experiment. I'm sure of it.
And he'd want me to watch out for Clover with the 4-leaf clover. Why bring her in the game then? Why risk her life? I'm not saying he's sane. He's just Santa.
He wouldn't kill us, no matter what the situation was.
Then who killed everybody in the really, really, really bad ending? Was it you? Did you snap? There's something else going on here. I like it.
Hey, Snake?
Yes, I know. You want to know what happened during the experiment.
Yeah.
How much do you know?
Clover told me about...
I see. The morphogenetic field in the experiments 9 years prior. How the experiments had taken place simultaneously at 2 locations, one being the ship and the other being a building in Nevada. And the girl that died during the experiment. She told you all that, did she? At any rate, I now know how much you've learned. All that remains for us to determine
is who did this and why, right?
And Lotus, being the mother of 2 of the kids who got caught up in it, would know a bit about the morphogenetic fields. And those who were in the experiment would know. And the cop who saved the kids would be connected to all of this as well. But how does... Ace makes sense because he's the CEO of the pharmaceutical company. How does 9 and Junpei fit into all of this?
yes.
Can you tell me what happened?
Yes. The people who organized the initial experiment were from a company called Cradle Pharmaceuticals. There were 4 of them running the show. Gentaro Hongo,
That's Ace.
Nagisa Nijisaki, Teruaki Kubota, Kagechika Musashido.
Okay, I don't think any of those are the surname for June. I don't know about Junpei, but here we go.
Hongo was the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Nijisaki was his right-hand man and did the lion's share of the planning. Kubota led the company's research and development division. Musashido was their majority stockholder. It was these 4 people who planned the initial experiment. Let me simplify it for you. Hongo designed it, and Nijisaki put it all together. Kubota developed the technology required, and Musashido provided the cash.
So it's Hongo, Nijisaki, Kubota, Musashido.
Of course, more than 4 people were required to conduct an experiment of this scale. To that end, they organized a top-secret team to assist them with their research. All in all, they gathered 10 people or so. Those 10 completed their team, and they were able to begin the project. They named it the Nonary Project.
And Zero created the Nonary Game. And they all work for the Shinra Electric Power Company.
The purpose of the experiment was to research the prospect of controlling a human mind through sheer will. The vessel, I suppose you could say, for this control was the morphogenetic field. Why did the glycerin suddenly begin to crystallize? Why did the crystal structure of EDT undergo a sudden change? Why did the rats improve their puzzle-solving skills with each generation? Experiments with humans produced the same results. The more people who knew the answer to a question, the more there were who could answer correctly without having seen the problem before.
Mementos.
Why is that? How could it happen? The answer is that the shape of the answer has been stored in a field invisible to the naked eye.
I can't comment on the realism of this, but it's not unprecedented. They say that all the information about what enters a black hole is stored on the black hole's surface, so it doesn't violate the conservation of energy. The energy, which equals mass equals mc squared, isn't completely destroyed within the black hole. The knowledge of what went in still remains on the outside, so it's still possible to reassemble that information. Though what that information is kind of a loose concept to me. It's like, wait, how does it know that it's there? And how is it information? The stuff's gone. What's information? How is it stored? Where is it? Is it in a book?
And through that field, the resonant event transmits information related to that answer. That's essentially the idea behind morphogenetic fields.
But that's just a theory.
Can't bring yourself to believe it?
This doesn't seem to have a basis in scientific scrutiny, so I would just call it a hypothesis.
Yeah.
Let's say someone killed another person because the devil told them to do it. Whether the devil exists or not has no relevance to the murder. They believe the devil exists. Whether or not he does is immaterial.
So what matters here is that Hongo believed in the morphogenetic field.
That's right.
But I still don't get it. You said they wanted to figure out how to control people, right? That is what you were saying.
Well, they were hurting us like cats with bombs in our bellies.
Yes.
So how are they going to do that with a morphogenetic field?
I'll keep it simple. Let's suppose 10,000 people have solved a certain problem. The chance of you knowing that answer, even if no one has told you, will go up.
That's because they just can't keep a secret. It's like pop culture and spoilers.
Let's have another example, shall we? Say 1 million people were to do a handstand right now. Tomorrow, the chances of you doing a handstand would be higher, even if you had heard nothing of this hypothetical mass handstanding.
You're breaking my brain. But I'm gonna stop critiquing it. Let's go for it. Tell me more.
Mankind's thought process and actions are all part of a resonant event.
Like a hive mind for bugs.
All of the resonant events encoded in the fields are projected onto you. Of course, this assumes you believe in this theory. Do you follow so far?
I'm following so far that I'm going down rabbit holes of other thought, and I apologize. I should just let this keep going.
Yeah.
Now, if there was a person who had the same effect as those millions of people, what would happen? If that one person were to do a handstand, other people would find themselves wanting to do handstands as well. Can you imagine what a person with powers like that would be able to do?
Come on, there's no way.
I'm not done. Imagine another scenario. Imagine another person. This is an ordinary person. Let's say he does a handstand. What if there was someone who could grab the resonant event he created by doing that and use it to make other people do handstands? What would happen then? A person who has the power to write to the field, and someone who can read from the same.
That's actually pretty cool. That would be a pretty freaking amazing plot. If it's real. I'm still not sure what all is real and what isn't in this universe just yet, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't change what the purpose of the game is, whether or not it's real. I like that.
You could think of them as the writer and the reader, or the transmitter and the receiver. What would the world be like if there were people with abilities like these?
They would be the protagonist of this game who is able to receive thoughts from alternate versions of himself, because it somehow allows for teletemporation, memories moving through time rather than through people.
So the transmitter's resonant event can be transmitted through the field and sent to the receiver.
Like an internet connection.
And then the transmitter can control the receiver however they wish. That's what you're saying, right?
So wait, am I the transmitter? The person playing the game, and the receiver is Junpei?
Yes. Close enough, at least.
That would be pretty sweet to think about, if that's what they're trying to say in a sort of meta kind of way. It'd be like Undertale.
Come on, that's just crazy.
Well, if you want to prove that, then you'll have to test it first.
That's how science works.
At least, that was how they thought. That was why they decided to do their experiment. That was how the Nonary project began. By the way, Junpei, have you ever heard of the Gansfeld experiment?
In an alternate life, but go on.
Yeah, that was an experiment in telepathy, right? You place a pair of subjects in separate rooms. Then you show one a picture and ask the other what they see.
Interesting. I'm impressed. Yes, that is exactly correct.
So, why did you bring up the Gansfeld experiment?
It was used to screen subjects for the Nonary project. The hospital in a remote town was affiliated with Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Hongo used it to conduct experiments on visiting children in secret. Some of them, he found, had potential. He began to gather children that showed promise. Children that seemed as though they might be able to access the field. Of course, none of them volunteered. They were kidnapped. There were 9 pairs of siblings taken, for 18 children total.
That's what I was thinking. It would make sense that the children who were related to one another would have more of a connection. In real life, that happens all the time, but for the sake of the experiment, it would be believed to be a psychic connection.
For reasons that were not fully understood at the time, each pair had one transmitter and one receiver. They were split perfectly. As such, the 18 children were split into 2 groups of 9. The children who were put into Group Q were the ones who excelled at transmitting. They were transferred to the mock experiment building known as Building Q in the Nevada desert. The children who excelled at receiving were put in Group A. Group A was then placed on the former hospital ship Gigantic. From the experiments he had conducted so far, Hongo had learned the following. There are 2 things that can increase one's resonance with the fields. The first is Epiphany. The other is danger. Have you ever been faced with an especially difficult problem and thought about it very long and very hard until finally an answer suddenly appeared in your mind?
No, I just overthink even the simplest of things.
It may seem obvious to say so, but that is what is meant by Epiphany. The information obtained through that epiphany can be easily transmitted through the fields, where it can be easily interpreted.
Yeah, you recognize when people have epiphany because they just yell, Eureka!
Adding danger to that equation allows for even easier field access. That's where Hongo came in. They set up a number of puzzles across the Gigantic. The participants had to solve each one before they could move to the next room. Of course, he hadn't forgotten to include danger. He had detonated a bomb on the hull of the Gigantic. The children in Group A were forced to play the Nonary game as the ship sunk. By forcing the children into a life-or-death situation, Hongo hoped to increase the likelihood of their tapping into the fields. The children from Group Q, on the other hand, were confined to the mock experiment building, Building Q. Building Q duplicated the interior and puzzles of the Gigantic exactly.
A set!
Every detail was exactly the same. Hongo explained the situation to the children in Group Q. Solve the puzzles you find throughout the rooms. When you have the answers, transmit that information to the children in Group A. If you succeed, they will be able to solve the puzzles and escape. But if you fail, then the Gigantic will sink, and your brothers and sisters will drown.
But the ship's here. Either it didn't sink, or it was dredged up to be reused. And this whole time, I feel like it's stagecraft. We can't 100% say that we are in the actual ship. We could actually be in the building, and we're meant to solve the stuff and have it sent to someone else, but maybe sometimes it's being reversed. It's being sent to Junpei, possibly June, and maybe those two have a connection that is not too dissimilar to siblings. I mean, their names are sort of similar. Code names, real names. June and Junpei sitting in a tree. Yeah.
Those were his orders. Do you know why the astronauts of Apollo 13 were able to return to Earth safely?
American ingenuity.
It was because NASA had access to a replica of the Apollo 13 capsule.
Yeah, you're right.
All of the equipment, the instruments, everything. Everything was just like the real Apollo 13. NASA was able to replicate the situation the astronauts found themselves in. By putting themselves in the same situation, they attempted to solve the problems the astronauts were dealing with. Once they found solutions, they reported their findings to the men aboard the actual capsule. That was how they were able to return safely. It was the same with the Gigantic in Building Q. The children from Group Q had to use the power of Epiphany to solve the puzzles they found and transmit what they learned through the fields. The children in Group A, however, they had to access the fields to learn how they might advance to the next stage. That is the simplest explanation I can manage.
Huh.
Hey, Junpei, Snake! How much longer are you two gonna sit around on those bony asses? Get down here already!
He's right. Let's go, shall we? We don't have much time. We need to get out of here, and soon.
Hold it. There's one more thing I want to ask you. Are you sure that there were 18 kids?
Why?
Well, I thought it was only 16.
Oh, yes. That was what they said on the news, wasn't it?
9 and 9 is 18. 16 kids. That's what I was thinking before, too. Who were the extras?
Yes. I have no doubt that 18 children were abducted and used in Hongo's experiment. After all, you couldn't exactly play a Nonary game with any less, could you?
You could play an Octonary game.
Well, yeah, but are you saying that the news got it wrong?
Yes, I am. There were 2 more children. However, they had no relatives that I'm aware of. I imagine no one filed a police report when they went missing. They were brother and sister, like Clover and I. The brother's name was Aoi.
We know that one.
The sister's name was... Her name was...
Light?
Her name was Akane.
My brain. I need a moment. I got goosebumps.
That was the girl who died.
What is going on?
Akane Kurashiki died?
He didn't say it was Kurashiki.
9 years ago? Then, who is June?
This is why you stopped. This is why your childhood friend was gone and you reconnecting now.
No. That's impossible.
Gotta be a coincidence. He was just he wanted his sister back, and so now he throws this other girl in here who's got a similar name.
Can't be true. Akane isn't that uncommon of a name.
Depending on where you live.
If Snake had known her last name, that's a different matter entirely. So they share a name. A lot of other people do too. It doesn't mean anything.
There's gotta be a purpose to June and Junpei as well.
It was someone else. Of course it was. It has to be.
Is something wrong, Junpei? Your breathing sounds strange.
I'm about to crack, is what.
Oh, no, it's nothing. I'm fine. Let's get back down there, all right?
No one else overheard that her name was Akane, right?
I couldn't do it. Why didn't I ask? What's her last name? I just couldn't get the words to come out.
Don't hurt June. Okay, don't do this to me. Alright, I know they both have to be significant, and I know that we received communications from another timeline version of ourselves, and that's why we are allowed to live in this moment. But don't do something to June. Okay? Just make her a normal girl who's just stuck in all of this and has no bearing on the story whatsoever. Actually, that wouldn't be fun. But as long as we make it out alive, or whatever she is, this red book says Dadkind on it. I need Sheldrake. That is it. This is where the shadow picture was pointing to. But didn't it say 5 at the end of the shadow picture? Yes, I think we need to find the 5th volume. Alternatively, we could have just started opening all the weird-looking books. Well, would you look at that? There's a big red button behind this book. Guess we should press this button. Elevator. Even better. 2 doors. What was that sound? It sounded like something really big was moving. It came from the top floor. Alright, let's go check it out. Yeah, let's. Why not? Someone had a big budget for this ship. Remodeling must have been expensive. And all the property taxes. 13, 14, 10, 13. The organization. Xehanort! Sorry, there's no 0 in Roman numerals, so... Well, I bet you've got to type something on that keyboard. Yeah, but you can only enter letters. And it looks like you can only enter 4 letters. Let's see how it works. I guess you need to hit enter once you type in the letters. And you can erase what you typed with clear. Oh, I was going to say control. Okay, I get the basic operations. Let's give it a shot. No, let's not do the alphabet. Let's do the letters associated with hexadecimal. D, E... Oh, it's D-E-A-D, isn't it? Yay! You did it, Junpei. It's unlocked now. Good job, Junpei. Whoa there. Don't get too excited. The password was dead, remember? Just makes me think whatever's waiting for us isn't good. Well, the other panel that you always need to go after is called the dead. So what? Jeez, you're such an old lady. We can't be worrying about stuff like that. I mean, come on. We got unlocked, didn't we? Let's go. Hurry up. The way you're able to compartmentalize your trauma is the power of youth. They have an elastic brain. Alright, handle. It's time we got this over with. Dang it! Can't get it open. This thing won't even budge. What? Why not? We put in the password. What else do we have to do? Then that means it's the other door. Or it isn't. Alright, let's get this thing open. Oh, okay. Here we go. You found it. What did I find?
All right, this is the next.
Besides a lifetime of therapy.
Ugh, the door!
Did that just close on its own?
Don't tell me we can't go back.
7! Why didn't you put a broom in it?
I don't know. Let's see. Damn it. It looks like it locks automatically.
Is there any other way out?
Well, there's another door over on the right. There's a card reader next to it.
What is with all the creepy stuff? Is this where he went and made all the bombs?
It's got a red light on it, though, so I'm pretty sure it's locked, too.
But there is a card reader, right?
Yeah.
Then perhaps if we find a key card, we could open the door and leave?
Well, yeah, that might work, but
But I'm worried about June. The other door goes to the incinerator. And I don't know if there's a way out of there.
Hey, wait a minute. Are you saying we're gonna have to search through this room for one little card?
Oh, man.
It seems like the easiest thing so far. Just crack that model ship open over there. It's probably in there. Like a piñata. I spoke too soon. Look at all this.
Looks that way.
No way.
For real?
Well, we can sit down and wait to die, if that's what you prefer.
Kumbaya.
I rather doubt that, however, so it would be wise to start looking. We haven't much time. Let's find that key card. Oh, and the Neptune key as well.
Thank you for reminding me. We've been through a lot.
We won't be able to get through the hallway without it. All right then, let's begin.
You know, it makes sense why he was a little bit sketchy, but also very intelligent. He's been through this crap before. Seek a way out. I want to say that yes, this is a puzzle, but this is probably where he made all the puzzle crap to begin with. Or she. Let's not forget, feminism can also be evil. There's a control panel in front of the big screen here. Wonder if any of these buttons do anything. There's something on the screen now. And I don't like it. It looks like Sudoku again. Oh, man. This has been the longest math exam of my life, but very revelatory. I don't like math. I got A's in all my math classes, but then it all fell out of my brain because I was like, I don't need this anymore. Oh my god. It clicked at the last second. Well, I mean, that's how it unlocked as well. But I was just thinking to myself, I know which two I don't need. Why don't I just go back and forth between those? This is the first, I swear. Someone else just received this answer. Because this was the first eureka I've really had in this whole game where I actually just like, bam, it's there. You did it, Junpei. You're so smart. Yeah, that only took me how long? You seem to have done an excellent job in solving the puzzle. Just what I would have expected from you, Junpei. Hey, come on. You're embarrassing me. Tell me more. Whoa. Don't get cocky, kid. We don't have time for that. Look at this. Check out the right edge of the control panel. Lid slid open and something came out. Cross emblem? Coat of arms? Junpei, it looks like there's a compass on there. Ah, now I get it. What do you mean? I guess you weren't there, Clover, but I solved a puzzle like this one in the wheelhouse. I think I just need to do the same thing here. Same thing? The important part is the nautical table we just found. I just have to match up the directions on the compass with the lines on the nautical map. I used the steering wheel in the wheelhouse, but this time I think I'm going to use the wheel attached to the side here. Okay then, show me, now! Of course. Ah! Yay, you did it, Junpei! Good boy. Who's a good boy? Knock it off! Hey, we don't have time for screwing around right now. Check on the right side of the monitor. Just kind of slid open. Something came out. Oh, yeah. I heard a noise too. You know that big box in the hall by the exit? I think it made a noise. Like something unlocked, you know? Noise. Huh. What big box by the exit? There are piles of crap everywhere. Man, this place is a mess. So messy, I don't know where to start. You can see all the parts for the deads and the reds. Some of this crap looks familiar. I think a lot of these are parts of the puzzles we've solved in the other rooms. If that's true, then this room could be Zero's laboratory. Perhaps Zero would shut himself in this room to devise the machines and puzzles he'd need to see his plan come to fruition. Good information. Where's the big old box? This? There's something written on these pieces of paper. Looks like we've got 3 sheets of the stuff. New material has been added to the file screen. Ooh, what do we got? Oh, it's the Morse code. The spawn just hang down from the ceiling. He did have cameras! Each screen shows a room on the ship. But why would he need cameras if he was putting himself in the game? Let's see what happens when I... Whoa. Well, now we've got something on the screen at least. Huh? What is this? Battleship? No, wait a minute. I saw something like this when I figured out that Morse code puzzle back at the communications office. Morse code? Yeah, the dots on here look like dits for Morse code. There's 2 dots on the first line, 4 on the second, and 1 on the last. I'm afraid I don't understand. Finally, something I know that you don't. The metal shutter looks pretty sturdy. It's framed with black and yellow warning stripes. Alright, let's open it. Oh, holy crap. Pretty darn creepy. There's a coffin in here. All ice. Coffin. Oh man, does Seven think? Yeah, he's all pale. He's thinking the same thing I am. No way. Could this be? I'm sorry, but what's going on? It's a coffin. I don't know if there's a vampire in it. That would suck. Right, I guess Clover and Snake don't know the story. Man, I can't bring myself to tell them. Well, at any rate, let's have a look around. Open sesame. There's a metal plaque on the Snake's touching it. All ice. Ah, the 2 machines. Whoop. Holy man, this is serious. Oh well, let's open it, shall we? Clover, if you give me a hand. Alright, I got it. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Ha! No luck. Doesn't seem to be ready to open. Yeah, but it's not like it's screwed shut or something. Yes, I believe it's locked in some other way. Hey, Seven, you think you could open it with your superhuman strength? No, What's wrong? I think I'll just pass on this one, okay? What the heck? Very well, we'll just have to give up on the coffin for now. Let's look around the room a little more, shall we? Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the forest of knowledge beneath the navel of the gigantic. This is it! I didn't make the connection completely until that reminder. Is that actually true? That really is her, and the people who did this were obsessed with this kind of stuff. They would have collected her. A pipe. A pipe. A pipe. That's kind of funny. Holy moly. I did that on accident, but yeah, this is a big one. Okay, back to the Morse code. Maybe I want to run through the instructions. No, I need to figure out what this is trying to spell. Or, brute forcing has certainly not worked for me before. Let's just, what's up? What if it's ice? C. And E. I see. It seems you have solved the puzzle, Junpei. Excellent work. The answer was ice. How did you know? All I had to do was listen to the sounds the machine made. After that, it was a trivial matter to decode them. Ah, yes, I believe I heard a noise from somewhere on the right of the device after you solved the puzzle. It sounded like something rather sliding open. Whatever! Give me it! One more thing. I heard a sound from behind the shutter. Perhaps the coffin is unlocked now. What? Zoinks! Huh. The casino. And then the other one would be the infirmary. Or the church. Alright, fine, I'll open it. Okay, Junpei, you can do this. It's just a box. Just a box. Holy it's coffin. It's gonna be something horrible in it. Just know it. Okay, hey, deep breaths. Here we go. Since you're worried about it, there's not gonna be anything in it. Oh man, there's nobody in there. Can't believe I was scared of something like that. What do you mean, nobody? Were you expecting someone to be in there? It's a long story. Ask Junpei about it sometime. Guys, we're all gonna go out for like shawarma after this, because we're all best friends now. We're a family, born of strife. Well, just like Seven said, there's nobody in there. There's something in there, though. Well, 2 somethings, actually. What is that? Ah, yeah. There are 2 things at the bottom of the coffin. So we've got a plate with an emblem on it and the Neptune key. Yes, we finally found it. Now we can get to the hallway. We gotta get out of here first. That's correct, Clover. But we do need to get out of this room first, you know. Yeah, I know. Okay, let's get the heck out of here as quickly as possible. Don't have any objections to that. I have no idea what room that was supposed to be. Where's the stupid box that was by the entrance? I solved the puzzle. I just don't know where to get the thing. Oh yeah, that. I'm an idiot. Helm emblem. Oh, it says coffin emblem. Dang it. Steering wheel. Whoa. Well, now we got something on the monitors at least. What is this? Looks like some kind of puzzle. I wonder if these are the rules. Here, I'll read them to you. When you touch a numbered area, that area will be selected, and it will turn blue to indicate this. Touching a numbered ball after selecting an area will cause that ball to be moved to that area. However, you cannot move the red balls. You can only move 3 to 5 balls into a single area. Press the check button once you have moved all of the balls, except for the red ones, which you cannot move. The digital root of the balls in that area must match the number for that area. That's it. So it's just like all the other rooms before. Just assume the rest of these are going to do it as well once I got one side. Gotcha. Okay, this is it, right? But nothing's happening. There are still 3 more indentations left empty. I imagine something will happen when you have filled them all. Doesn't that seem likely? Yeah, let's do it. That's 25. That's awesome, Junpei. There's only 2 left now. You could do it. But only 1 more screen. Okay, poker chip. Alright. Dang, this puzzle looks a lot like the last one. Looks like the rules are the same, though. Don't you think you should double check it? Come on, this is the 3rd time I've done this. I'll be fine. So this, if you can't think of anything clever, please don't strain yourself. You might hurt something. Wow, he just spoke to my soul. Right there. That's all I ever tried to do. Ah, shut up! Just give me a break, alright? Kit Kat. I'll think of something. 3. Santa. This is the 4th one. This puzzle looks a lot like the last couple, but there's only 3 monitors. I think this is probably the last one. Maybe it's a tiny one right there. Once we solve this puzzle, I'm sure something will happen. I'm scared. I'm scared which number is going to be out next. Alright, I'll solve it in no time. Dang it! Dang it, it's June! Dang it, it's June! The puzzles is a theme and I don't like it! Why did he give her the upside down 9? Why is she named after the dead girl? 26. 2 plus 6 equals 8. Huh? Where did that noise come from? Underneath the keyboard. Way to go, Junpei! You answered all the questions! Dang, Junpei, good job! Hey, did you hear something just now? Yes, I heard that as well. From the bottom left corner of the desk, I believe. Thank you, Snake.
A picture.
What the? What the hell is this?
This man with a mustache on the right. He's the same guy we found murdered in the captain's quarters.
Oh my gosh, you're right. Wait a minute. And the dude with the long hair looks a little bit like Snake.
He had the 0 bracelet on his left arm. And the second man with the glasses and a doctor's coat.
What's 9?
He's the 9th man. The one with bracelet number 9. He died after he went into door 5. But this guy, the one in the striped suit.
Oh man, that's Ace.
Yeah, I guess it is.
No doubt about it.
But what does it mean? What is Ace doing in this picture? Not only Ace, the 9th man and Cap too. And they look happy, like they knew each other well.
And the ship stairs is behind them.
Why? How? How in the world are these 4 men connected?
They look rather dapper, actually, with their outfits.
You say Ace is in that picture?
Yeah, it doesn't look like it was taken recently, though. Ace, the 9th man, and Cap all look about 10 years younger.
Ah, so the 9th man and the man you found murdered in the captain's quarters are also in the picture?
Yeah.
Is there anyone else? Or are there only 3 people in the picture? I'm afraid I can't see it.
No, there's one more guy. He's got kinda long hair, he looks smart, but a little cold. He's the only one I don't recognize.
What's the date of the photograph?
It doesn't have one.
Did you look on the back?
The back.
Yes, the reverse. The other side.
I know you're caught up in the moment, but they have two sides.
Huh. Praying for the success of the Nonary project. With Nijisaki, Kubota, and Musashido. Huh.
Then the 4 men in this picture were the organizers of the Nonary Game 9 years ago. That means Ace, the 9th man, and Cap were all responsible for making it happen. But I feel like I should be more shocked about this. It's almost as if that's just how things were always supposed to be.
Okay, thank you for hinting at the mystery of this game's mechanics.
Why? Why am I not surprised? Ace was the one in charge of the Nonary project. But why? Why am I so calm? It's like I already knew.
Ah, of course. I understand now. Ace was the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. He was the one who invented the game 9 years ago. He was Gentaro Hongo.
Ace is Hongo?
I had my suspicions from the beginning.
That's why he wanted to get rid of you.
Their voices were similar. Too similar to be a coincidence. I could never forget his voice. It was the voice of the devil.
Played by Richard Epcar.
I couldn't be sure, though. After all, I had no way to check. I certainly couldn't ask him. Even if I had known, however, I would never have told you. Zero made it quite clear what would have happened if I did.
Oh my gosh, I had no idea.
Huh?
I didn't know that Ace was Hongo.
Oh, yes. I suppose you wouldn't have.
You would have been very little at the time.
9 years ago, you were in Building Q in Nevada.
That is also sense that it makes. Confused I still am.
But Hongo was in the Gigantic with us.
I know. That's why I didn't know what Hongo looked like. But why? Why didn't you tell me? I mean, I'm your sister, right? You could have told me.
I'm sorry. I apologize for keeping this from you. But if I'd told you, Clover, you would have told everyone else. And if you did, then I would have been forced to tell them about what happened 9 years ago. I had to prevent that.
Elsewise, the game could not continue.
Hey, Junpei, you think I could borrow that picture for a sec?
Sure.
Hongo, Kubota, Nijisaki, Musashido.
With a little bit of wasabi and some soy sauce.
Hongo, Kubota, Nijisaki, Musashido. Hongo, Kubota, Nijisaki, Musashido.
His memory returns in this timeline.
I think I found some kind of door out of the duct. And I think I found some kids, too. Not good. Why can't I remember what happened next?
You know, this feels like I've earned it. You know, going through all the other different variations of events, feels like I would not have appreciated this as much if I had found the right ending from the get-go. And even just the one other area I needed to be to get the key information and just gone all through to be like, oh, okay, you're explaining everything. Finally, my questions being answered. But I've had the questions for so long, the answers just seem a little bit juicier.
I finally got the damn thing off. Sweat was dripping down my face, so I wiped it off and crawled inside. The first bit or so was tight. I had a wriggle on my belly. It wind up eventually, and there was space for me to crawl along on my hands and knees. I went from crawling like a worm in dirt to skittering like a bug. Couldn't say it was much better, but I'd take what I could get. And when I'd been in the thing long enough to start wondering where it'd take me, a massive sound nearly scared the piss out of me. It was like a heavy metal door had just been slammed shut. Then there was a voice.
Oh my gosh.
What? I wasn't sure what it meant, but anything with incinerator is bad news. Then, almost as if that was a cue, I heard a mess of young-sounding voices.
The girl.
A bunch of them were straight up screaming in terror. In And all the sounds together made a howl that made the hair on my neck stand straight up.
Did she not actually die? Did you rescue her and never report it? Is this Akane?
Damn it! What the hell is going on?
She didn't have any parents. I don't know what's going on.
I scrambled through the duct as fast as I could. Made a giant racket, but I didn't care at that point. I soon found a metal door on the left side of the duct.
But if she was alive, the Zero wouldn't care, because Zero wouldn't need the revenge. Oh!
The kids were screaming on the other side. I found it. I yanked the handle and threw the door open. I almost ripped the metal off its hinges.
This is a fantastic mystery.
What the hell is this place? I couldn't believe what I saw. The room had a dome up top, and there had to be about 9 walls, all the same size. Up in the ceiling was an upside-down funnel, almost like a chimney. I looked down. There they were, the kids I'd been searching for.
Oh, one of them dressed like Akane!
They all gawked up at me, suddenly silent. For the moment,
There's Snake.
from surprise and fear.
And the white hair, Santa.
Scared of the room or me, I couldn't tell. Probably both, actually. Not like I can blame them running into a mug like this when they're already scared shitless. I snorted at my own dig at myself and turned to the kids. Don't worry, kids, I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys. All of them stood there, frozen. Well, except one. He was a boy, slightly older than the others, in a private school uniform.
Who the hell are you?
He stepped forward and glared at me suspiciously. I'm a detective. I'm here to rescue you. It looked like they relaxed some the second I got the words out.
How are you gonna help us?
Where's the exit?
There isn't one. The doors we came in through won't open, and the door over there...
He kind of cut himself off. I think he was considering something before he changed his mind.
Anyway, there's no point. We can't all get out of here. If we don't get out of here, we're gonna be burned to death.
Burned to death?
Can't you hear it? That voice said the incinerator's gonna start up soon. So...
The voice spoke again.
Incineration will begin in 15 minutes.
They only had 15 minutes. I looked back down at the kids. Looks like a good 20 or 30 feet to the floor. No way I could pull them up. Too big of a distance for any of us to reach.
Can't go back for the bed sheets?
What the hell was I gonna do? But then I got an idea. Wait right there. I'm gonna be right back.
What? Where is he going? Are you just gonna leave us here?
They just got frightened again. I'm not the best at that kind of thing, but I tried to reassure them with a smile. Don't worry, all right? I'll be back, I promise. So just stay calm and wait right there. Got it? I didn't wait to hear them respond. There wasn't time. I had to hurry. Well, as fast as a guy could on his hands and knees. Didn't take me long to get back to my cell. Still no way out of there, but I had a plan. I needed something from the room. When I got it, I dove back into the hole and took off towards the incinerator. Then... Sorry to keep you waiting, guys. I tipped out the doorway and dropped down the rope I brought with me. Back in the cell, I'd torn the bed sheets into strips and tied them together to make a rope. It was sloppy, but it got the job done. All right, just tie that around yourself, okay? I'll pull you up one at a time.
Right.
Huh. Wait a sec. Something was off. There were more of you before. Where'd the rest of you go? The boy in the uniform answered.
I let them go on ahead. We opened the number 9 door and they left.
What? You're telling me you opened that door?
That's what I said.
Then what the hell are you doing here?
We couldn't go with them.
Why not?
Look, the only people who can go through the numbered door...
He was in the middle of explaining when...
Incineration will begin in 5 minutes.
The wall shook a bit from the voice bouncing around.
Look, that can wait, all right? Just get us out of here!
Right! I grabbed onto the rope. First one I pulled was a girl with a ponytail. Next was a girl with a red necktie. A boy in a jacket came after. He said he'd climb up on his own. The boy in the uniform was the last up. Like the other kid, he climbed up the rope himself. He looked pretty scrawny, but I guess he was stronger than he looked. He moved fast, but when he was almost to me, we heard some knocking. Everyone looked at the door. It had a thick, square window set into it. On the other side, an angry face was staring in.
God damn it! What's going on here? Why is the room empty? Where the hell are those fucking kids?
The door opened, and a man stepped in looking half mad with fury. I recognized his face. I saw him many times in photos during my investigation. The man's name was Gintaro Hongo, the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Hongo saw the boy hanging from the rope. Yeah! It was like he was an animal. He lunged for the rope. Hurry!
I know!
The boy in the uniform booked it up the rope.
You son of a bitch! Get back here, you little shit!
15 feet. 10. The second I could reach the kid, I grabbed him. I hauled him up and tossed him into the duct behind me.
No! No!
Hongo had lost it. His face didn't even look human. It was like the bastard pulled off his fake face. He was really a terrifying devil or some kind of damn monster. I quickly reeled in the rope, leaving a furious Hongo yelling at me from the floor.
You fucking bastard! You won't get away with this! How dare you compromise this experiment!
Experiment? What experiment?
Incineration will begin in 1 minute.
Hey, old man! What the hell are you doing? Hurry up!
The boy in the uniform was trying to get my attention. I may have thrown a salute in the raging asshole's face before I closed the door behind me. No point to going back to the cell, so we went down the other direction instead. After about 30 feet, we came across another duct on the left. This one was heading down. Everybody nodded and took turns sliding down it. The duct emptied us out into a narrow hallway. There was a door on either side. The one on the left was a normal double door. But the one on the right was familiar. It had black and yellow stripes, and a device next to it on the wall. The plate on it read, Incinerator. Incinerator?
Yeah, that's where we were.
It was the girl with the red tie who answered me. We were inside an incinerator?
Yeah, Hongo might still be there. It looks like it's been shut off, though.
Wait, what? If he's still in there...
Yeah, that's not good.
That meant we better... We gotta get out of here. Go to the other door, hurry! The kids started running, and I was close on their heels. On the other side of the door was a large spiral staircase. Run! Didn't need to tell them twice. We went up and up and up. Our feet pounded the steps, our arms pumping fast. We went round and round and round, and the devil was on our tail. The stairway kept going. We passed a couple of landings when the boy in the uniform suddenly spoke.
Something's up. Akane's not catching up to us.
Akane?
My kid's sister. The girl with the red necktie.
Akane. That's strange. I didn't remember seeing that name on the list of missing kids.
Hey! Akane!
He kept his hands around his mouth and yelled.
Which means his name wasn't on the list either.
Maybe we outran her.
The boy in the uniform skidded to a stop. I stopped too. So did the other two kids. When did we do that?
Well, we passed a couple big rooms on the way here. Maybe she took a rest in one of them?
No, that's impossible.
Sorry, Grandpa. You keep going. I gotta go look for her downstairs.
He turned to go. Hey, kid, wait! God damn it, I said wait!
It would make sense why he would grab Akane to get out, but was she alive this whole time and not dead? And that sort of made him snap? But why would he put her through this? And why can't she remember?
I don't think the kid even heard me. Fuck! I spun around to the boy in the jacket, the girl with the ponytail. I'm going after him. You two keep going, all right? You got it? The girl nodded and ran up the stairs. The boy.
I'm going with you.
I didn't have time to argue. I just nodded and took off down the stairs. I could hear him following me. He ran all the way to the bottom floor, calling for her. Akane was nowhere to be found.
God damn it, where the hell did she go?
I could tell the kid was frustrated. And then suddenly...
Help me! Somebody help me!
We heard a girl's voice.
Akane!
boy in the uniform threw open the door and leapt into the hallway by the incinerator. We rushed in after him. I couldn't for the life of me believe what we were seeing. That bastard Hongo had Akane by the arm and was forcing her into the incinerator.
Come on, goddammit, move!
No, I don't want to! Let me go, please! Let go of me!
Does she have a 5 on her watch?
She planted her feet squarely on the floor and was struggling to get away. But Hongo was bigger and stronger. She wasn't gonna win.
Akane!
My brother roared with anger and charged toward Hongo.
Help me!
Ah! You're too late, idiot!
Hongo lifted Akane bodily into the air and threw her, still fighting him, into the incinerator.
Ah!
Before we could even blink, Hongo had leapt through the door after her. We saw him land inside. And then, the door slammed shut. We ran to the door. We did everything we could think of to get the thing open. But
Fuck! It's no use! The goddamn thing won't move an inch!
he started slamming his fists against the door. He was close to shattering his knuckles with how hard he pounded on it.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
You came back!
Her voice was muffled, but all of us could hear the sheer terror in it.
What should I do? I think I'm trapped in here!
Where's Hongo?
He went out the other door!
What?
Warning. Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take place in 18 minutes.
I don't like this.
Please evacuate the incinerator immediately.
I mean, I know she's alive now, but do I?
Repeat. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
Are you fucking kidding me? It's the same damn thing!
Are you there?
Yeah, we're here. Just hang on, all right? We're gonna figure out a way to save you.
His words would have seemed like a sick joke to her if she'd been able to see how white and bloodless his face was right then.
Incineration will begin in 17 minutes.
Maybe it's a girl that just looks like her, with the same name. And this was also a psychological test for him. He wanted a chance to save his sister, which he didn't get in the past. He wanted to try and fix it. I don't know, him going crazy is very similar to the plot of Until Dawn. Hopefully it doesn't have that kind of ending.
Please help me! I'm really scared! I don't want to die, please! I don't want to die!
Ah, this hurts.
It's gonna be all right. I'll figure something out. I promise. I promise, okay? You hear me? I promise.
It was torture listening to her sobbing on the other side of the door. Her brother was nearly crying himself. He could only stand there, fists clenched so tight his knuckles were white.
What happened then?
Come on, man. Put yourself in my shoes. It doesn't end good. You think I want to remember that?
Then...
Yeah. Shit. If I'd known it was gonna be like this, I almost wish I hadn't remembered.
Hey, are you sure?
Huh?
Look, I don't want to ask this either, but... There's something I don't get. So if you could just tell me, did that girl, Akane, really...
Yeah, I'm sure. There wasn't anything we could do. After a while, the countdown ended.
Tell him what you know.
And we heard something... burning. The fire stopped, but we still didn't move. Me and the jacket kid were frozen. The boy in the uniform collapsed as if he couldn't hold himself up anymore. A few minutes passed. The door opened. The boy in the uniform tripped over his own feet running in. We followed, too numb to speak. The air in the incinerator was hot. Every breath made my lungs feel like they were on fire. It was like standing on hot asphalt. The air was wavering, and in the middle of the room, There it lay. The kid's legs were shaking so bad, I don't know how he managed to walk. I couldn't see his face, but his body somehow looked empty. Finally, he reached it. He fell to his knees as his legs gave out on him. And then...
You know what? That would destroy me too. That would destroy me. It can't be real. Don't let me real. Don't let me real. It's just a nightmare.
Can I ask you one more thing?
What's that?
The girl, Akane. What was her last name?
Please save me.
What does it matter to you?
Just tell me, okay? Please?
Kurashiki. Her name was Akane Kurashiki.
How is this happening? Did he grab her from another timeline? I don't care. Give me the mysticism. I want it now. I want it now. I don't like the reality we're in.
You were there that day, weren't you?
Was I? Was Junpei there? Did he forget? Did he suppress this?
The tall kid in the jacket. That was you, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yes, it was. You are correct,
What?
Detective. Don't misunderstand me.
Well, thank you for this. Thank you for this. I mean, it's not like it was beyond the realm of possibility. But how? Why? When? Where? But why?
I told you before how Zero threatened me. There was nothing I could do.
You knew.
I couldn't say anything about what happened 9 years ago.
So you're saying you're not working for Zero, right?
Of course not.
And who murdered us all in the other timeline?
Clover, what about you?
Let's deal with the here and now.
Hey, come on! You really think I'm working with Zero? I told you before, you idiot! I was in Nevada, in Building Q. I did hear that a detective rescued the kids on the boat, but I didn't know it was you.
Well, I guess I believe you. All right, let me ask you another question. Santa's real name is Aoi Kurashiki.
Oi!
He's Akane's brother. You know that?
No, I didn't. Did you?
Well, yes. I know Aoi Kurashiki was her brother. But I didn't know he was Santa. At least not from the beginning.
Voice changed.
9 years ago, he was in the middle of puberty. His voice is entirely different now. I'm ashamed to say that even my exceptional hearing wasn't able to make that connection.
Still gotta pat yourself on the shoulder, huh?
As such, I had no reason to think Santa was Aoi.
When did you figure it out?
Clover told me that Santa might have been one of the subjects of the initial experiment. It was only a short while ago, while we were leaving the library. When she told me that, I had a feeling.
Santa is Aoi? Akane Kurashiki, Jun's brother? There's still a lot we don't know. I mean, like a lot. But there is one thing I think we can say we know.
What's that?
The body we found in the shower room. It had to be Nijisaki, dressed up to look like Snake.
What?
Come on, man, what kind of detective are you? You didn't figure that out already?
Hey, go easy on me, man. I just got my memory back, all right? Cut me some slack.
Why are several people suffering from memory problems? The drug? The drug that Cradle Pharmaceuticals produced?
Well, if he is, the 3 murders make sense then, don't they? Yeah, that's right. Murder. Kubota blew himself up, but that was murder too. So why did these murders take place?
If Junpei is correct, and the body in the shower room was Nijisaki's, that means all of the people who were murdered were involved with the creation of the Nonary project. Kubota, the person who conducted the actual experiments. Nijisaki, Hongo's assistant. Musashido, the man who financed the project.
And probably provided the boat.
You mean this was all just revenge? Santa is Zero. He's getting revenge for the death of his sister. That's why he killed them.
No, I don't think Santa actually murdered anyone. If I'm right, then it's not hard to figure out who the next victim's gonna be, is it? I'm pretty sure I don't have to tell you.
Yes.
Yep.
Right.
The next target will be Gentaro Hongo.
The person who planned the Nonary project.
In other words, Ace.
What?
Whoa, what the hell's going on here?
It must be 6 a.m. Our time is up.
Shit!
Now the boat starts to sink.
Come on, we need to get out of here.
How?
I'm betting this sucker opens the exit. Come on, let's go.
That might be Luna, the moon, with new material added. Or, you know, Zero. All right, let's just swipe this card. So much exposition, but I needed all of it. Junpei, look, it's unlocked. Yeah, now we can go back to the library. Hurry up, Junpei, we don't have the time. Let's go. All right, let's go. You found it.
Huh. I think the shaking stopped.
It would seem so, but we are yet to be out of danger.
You're right. Let's hurry.
This exit needs the Uranus card, too. Hey, Junpei.
Yeah, I know. All right, it's open. Let's go.
Zero wanted everybody to know, but only half the team. He selected the right numbers to get June and Ace with him, and Lotus.
Okay, Neptune Key, let's see if you work. Yes! I think it unlocked. It says incinerator. So this is the incinerator.
This is the first time I've seen it from this side, but yeah, I think so.
Then there ought to be a lever near the door.
Yeah, right here.
Pull that and the door should open.
And he wanted to bring everybody back to when he went mad.
Got it. Let's go.
Oh!
What the hell is going on?
Ace.
What's wrong? Are you okay?
Jumpy, you came to get me.
You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay.
Of course I did. I made a promise.
I'm so glad you're here. So glad.
Me too. Who the freak are you?
Hey, what happened to you?
I'm fine. I just fainted. I wasn't feeling very good.
What's with this fever that she keeps having? Is she a clone? Is she implanted with someone else's memories? Did the telepathy work? Is she actually the girl from the Nevada Q thing, but who was the one who was telepathically connected to his sister? Why do they have the same name?
I'm feeling a lot better now, though.
Are you sure?
Yes. I just need to rest a little longer. I'm sure I'll be fine. You shouldn't worry about me.
Santa.
Ho, ho, ho.
Hey, where is it? Where's the gun? You hide it somewhere?
I don't have it. I got sucker punched and they took the gun.
What? Who took it?
What? Isn't that obvious?
I took the gun.
Some events are just destined to be. Here we are.
Ace.
Just what the hell do you think you're doing, Ace? Or maybe I ought to say Gentaro Hongo, CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
You have me at a disadvantage, and I don't like that. You know me, but I don't know you. Do you have any idea how much I've suffered? Can you even begin to understand my pain?
The pain of prosopagnosia, right?
Another irritating insect. And how do you know that?
Good question.
No matter. If you don't want to answer, it makes no difference to me.
Good question. This stuff's just coming out of the ether.
This is a waste of time anyway. It's time for me to go. First is 1. Give me your hand. 8. And with this, 9.
The ninth man. Kubota's bracelet.
I believe I've won this game. I've had quite a time playing with you. I must thank Zero, I suppose.
Wait, what? Ace doesn't know who Zero is. What the hell are you planning, Santa?
At any rate, this game ends now. I will escape, and the rest of you will have a slightly less pleasant ending. I suggest you enjoy your final moments. Goodbye. Wait! What? Why isn't it opening?
It was never going to.
One more time. Now open! No! What is this? Why? That digital root should be 9! It has to be 9! Then why? Why isn't it opening?
Maybe it takes a digital root of everybody minus 1?
Now! No! Oh.
Hit him again.
Oh, that was close. Too close. Thank you, Seven.
Who else is on this ship?
Don't mention it. Just one punch ain't enough for this piece of shit. After what he did 9 years ago, I ought to rip him to pieces.
By all means.
But if a suspect can't talk, they ain't much good.
Darn it. You and your moral high ground. You mountain of a man.
Once he's locked up in a cell, we're gonna have a little chat.
9 years ago? Then you must be...
Yeah, you finally figured it out, dumbass.
Oh.
Maybe Santa wanted to bring us all together for a barbecue to see Ace roasted.
Ace, you killed Kubota, Nijisaki, and Musashido, didn't you?
Wait, Nijisaki?
That's right. That's why he put the bracelet with Zero on it. The guy was alive until Ace somehow got to the cabin first.
Oh, right. You don't know yet. All right. We'll just go through them in order then. Let's start off with Kubota.
Does that mean there aren't bombs in the rest of us, just the bad guys?
You talked to Kubota and managed to convince him to go into door 5 alone. You killed him without making it look like you killed him. The way I figure it, you had 4 motives. 1. In the Nonary game, the number 9 is dangerous. Whoever had the 9 bracelet could join whatever team they wanted. Adding 9 to any number doesn't change the digital root, which means that number 9 could do whatever they wanted. You wanted to remove that threat as soon as possible. 2. You wanted the number 9 bracelet for yourself, so that you could make use of its power. In fact, you did use it in the murder of Nijisaki. 3. Even if his number hadn't been 9, Kubota was a problem. He knew your past. He knew what had happened 9 years before. You needed to silence him before he told anyone. 4. But last, and perhaps the most disturbing, you used Kubota as a test. You wanted to know how serious this Nonary game was. Was it truly life or death, or simply a harmless prank? You convinced him to break the rules so you could see what would happen. That was why you killed Kubota. But he was only the first. Next was Nijisaki. While everyone was off looking for the missing parts for the Reds, you ran into Nijisaki near the big hospital room. However, because of your prosopagnosia, you didn't realize he was Nijisaki.
Oh, it's so cool Santa isn't a killer. He just wanted them to kill themselves.
Chiefly because, when you met him, he was dressed like Snake. That was why you thought Nijisaki was Snake.
No, that's not... That was Nijisaki? Why? How did...
I'll get to that. Anyway, you thought he was Snake. Snake was one of the kids in your experiment 9 years ago. You remembered him because he was the blind kid. But his presence made you think. Snake was one of my subjects 9 years ago. He probably hates me. But if that's true, why isn't he saying anything? Is he keeping quiet because he can't see? Or perhaps he's working with Zero to get revenge on me. Whatever the reason, anyone who knows my past is a threat.
That's why Snake was locked in the coffin after it was swapped out to protect him from Ace.
Before he tries anything, I need to get rid of him. That was when you decided you had to kill him. The murder weapon was Kubota's bracelet. You just waved it over the red. Verified your own number and then grabbed Nijisaki's arm and forced it over the scanner panel. Then, when the door opened, you kicked him in. 9 seconds later, the door closed. And then 81 seconds passed. And poor Nijisaki was dead.
And you mean to say Snake is still alive?
Sorry to disappoint you, but I'm as good as new. Thank you for killing the wrong man, but I can't say I like knowing that you wanted me dead. Although, to be honest, even if you hadn't tried to kill me, I would still hate you very much.
Well, I wouldn't blame you.
Last but not least, let's talk about Musashido's death. When Clover and I were investigating the chart room, you came over to talk to me. Do you remember what you said?
Oh, a pocket watch. Might I take a look at it?
I handed it to you, and you left the room. You had been in charge of the Nonary project.
He used the pocket watch to get into the door first.
Of course you would have known the solution to every puzzle, which would mean that you also knew how to get out of the wheelhouse.
Because he recreated the puzzles exactly.
All you had to do was place the watch in the indentation on the door to unlock it. With the door open, you could enter the captain's quarters. Musashido was there. Conveniently placed next to him was an axe that practically begged you to kill him with it. You picked up that axe and buried the blade deep in the other man's chest. One blow was all it took. And then you returned to the chart room as if nothing had happened.
There was something I wanted to speak with you about, Junpei. Could you come with me for a moment?
I had no reason to say no, so I followed you to the wheelhouse. When we stepped inside, remember how you slipped your hand into my vest? You pulled out a piece of paper, the one I used to cheat during the vote. But that wasn't really what you were after. Your true purpose had been to slip the watch into my pocket. It wasn't a very good plan. Had way too many holes, and someone saying the wrong thing could have brought it all down around you. You must have been desperate. But what made you willing to risk it all to do it? Ace, Musashido's murder is the only one I don't understand. You obviously did it. But why?
Because of this.
What's with the paper?
Just read it.
Let's see. Number 1. There are 2 ways you might survive this ordeal. The first is to win the Nonary Game. The second is for you to confess your sins of 9 years past. I have prepared a camera in the captain's quarters. The images captured by that camera will be streamed through a satellite and distributed across the world.
But he chose not to do it. That's what the camera was for.
Simply look into the camera and repent. Once you have confessed everything, I will release you from this ship. To make your confession more credible, I have left you a witness in the captain's quarters.
Oh my gosh. He didn't have to kill the captain. I mean, oh my gosh.
Perhaps he will confess with you. The decision is yours. Do as you please. 0.
When I awoke in that room on D-Deck, I found that in my pocket.
Everybody should just empty their pockets when we all met.
That was why I chose door 1 when we voted. If I went through that door, I knew I could get to the captain's quarters. As you said, I knew how to enter the wheelhouse. My plan was to find the pocket watch before anyone else. If I could, then my alibi would be set. At least, that was the plan. Unfortunately for me, you got to it first. That sleight of hand was the best I could manage on short notice.
You meant to kill him from the beginning, then? Musashido, I mean.
I only knew Musashido was the witness after I reached the captain's quarters.
So you still knew it was him?
I asked him, and he answered. He seemed groggy. Perhaps he had only just awoken from sedation. I suppose Nijisaki was in much the same state. He seemed confused and disoriented when I encountered him. But yes, you are correct. I intended to kill him from the beginning, even though I didn't know who he was. I proceeded to the captain's quarters in order to remove this so-called witness.
Ace, you figured it out, haven't you? You were being manipulated.
Yes, so it would seem.
But the bracelet is actually a 6 instead of a 0.
I was little more than a puppet, in many ways.
And she's 9 so that she would always be safe.
Everywhere I went, everything was already prepared. The Reds in the large hospital room were dismantled. Nijisaki was dressed like Snake. There was an axe in the captain's quarters. Musashido was delirious from the anesthetic, so he couldn't fight back. Nijisaki as well. In retrospect, I can't understand how I could have fallen into such a simple trap. But yes, this was a trap. It was Zero's trap. And I fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. I did everything he wanted me to do.
Yeah. By manipulating you, Zero was able to kill 3 people and keep the blood off his own hands. All of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this Nonary game happened. Am I right, Santa?
Oh my gosh! And the fact that he is kind of insane, but he's trying not to be a bad guy either. We still need an explanation for Akane, but I'm pretty certain of what it is. But let's see what they have to say.
Huh? What the hell are you talking about? I don't know any...
Ain't no point trying to play dumb anymore, Santa. Actually, I guess I should call you Aoi Kurashiki, huh? My memory came back to me, kid. You're Aoi Kurashiki, no doubt about it. Never thought I'd be back in this room talking to you. But hey, I guess this was all part of your plan, right? After all, the person who planned the Nonary game this time around was Zero. And Zero's you.
Looks like you really do have your memories back, huh? Well, I guess there's no point in hiding it then, huh? Yeah, you got me. I'm Aoi Kurashiki. I was one of the kids in the Nonary game 9 years ago. I made it out. So did Snake over there. But there's one thing... No, I guess there's 2 things you got wrong. Number 1, I ain't Zero.
Zero's helping him?
What?
Wait, what?
Sure, I was helping Zero out, but I'm really more of an assistant.
Oh my gosh!
Like a secretary.
The plot twists in this game are actually really good. Oh my god, I love this story. It's so deep. And I was a little bit suspicious of you, because you had that weird, eye tick or whatever. He's got Zero's watch, but he's not Zero. Is Zero his sister? But still, what does Akane have to do with any of this? This Akane. And it's just like in the other universe, where everybody is dead, including him. If things don't go a certain way, the real Zero kills everybody. But what's the stake? What's the stake of all this? What's the point? It can't be his sister, because she wouldn't have killed him in a blind rage if everything had fallen apart. But that course of events, how does it all relate? Oh, no more speculation. Give me the goods.
But an assistant's only an assistant. I didn't come up with all this. All I did was follow Zero's orders.
Then, if you're not Zero, who is?
Calm down there, Junpei. Didn't I say 2 things? You made one more mistake. Junpei, you just said, all of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this Nonary game happened. But that's not it. Revenge isn't the only purpose. There's another reason you guys were playing the Nonary game. To save someone.
Save someone?
Right.
To save Akane.
You were brought here to help my sister. To save Akane.
What the hell are you talking about? Akane Kurashiki died 9 years ago in this room. I was there. I saw... What? What the hell? Where is she? Where's Akane Kurashiki?
So you knew?
My head! My head,
Is she not
like
real? Is she just an illusion?
7! What the hell is going on?
What is going on?
I don't know. I swear to God, my head feels like it's about to explode.
What was the Nonary Project?
Telepathy. Telepathy. She's just in all of our heads. No, she's still alive. She's trapped somewhere. Ice 9. The coffin. She's on this ship. She's reaching out to us. What's going on?
I'm sure you know already, but I'll tell you one more time. It was a project designed to test a particular phenomenon. And what was that phenomenon? For two organisms to communicate with one another in the absence of physical contact. The morphogenetic field theory. Could human beings use these invisible fields to exchange information? That was what this experiment was conducted to determine. There were two separate locations. One was the Gigantic, and the other was a building in Nevada called Building Q. The 9 children trapped in Building Q were faced with numerous puzzles, copies of identical ones on the Gigantic. They were told to send their answers into the morphic field set and transmit them to their brothers and sisters on the Gigantic.
Did someone figure out the incinerator puzzle and she picked up on the clue and got out? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
The transmitters were put in Building Q, and the receivers were put on the Gigantic. Each sibling pair was supposed to be split up, but
they weren't.
But there was a mistake. Akane was a transmitter. She should have been in Building Q. However,
for
some reason, she was placed on the Gigantic with the receivers, like me. Perhaps she was mistaken for someone who was supposed to be in Group A. Whatever the case, Akane ended up on the Gigantic. I think I've told you enough. You get it, don't you? I'm pretty sure you know where this is going, Junpei.
Where what is going?
Don't play dumb. You know things you shouldn't. Things you couldn't. How did you know Ace had prosopagnosia?
From another timeline.
How did you know why Ace wanted to kill Kubota and how Nijisaki was killed?
Maybe there are only other timelines to me, as the omniscient player, but to him, it's information from the duplicate puzzles.
Were you surprised when you found out Ace was Hongo? And what about the coffin Snake was trapped in? How the hell did you open it?
Well, that's...
He knew because I knew. Junpei was receiving information that I sent to him through the morphic field set. Akane had solved all these puzzles with her group before. Simple, really. How do I know the alternate futures then? Oh, this is the timeline stuff. Imagine a river that splits in two, like an upside-down Y. The river flows from the top to the bottom, from a single stream into 2 branches. It only flows in one direction. It can never flow backward. Information is the same way. It moves from the past to the future, but never flows backward. That's why people at the river's source in the past will never know about those downstream in the future. But the people downstream will never know about one another either. Information only flows along the path of the river, but I am different. I can manipulate the morphic field set to pluck knowledge from the future! I know what happens on either side of the fort of the river, even though the people on either fort know nothing about one another. Now, who am I? I am the 9th letter of the alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Well, yeah, what? But I am also 0. No, that's not true. I'm not really 0. Not yet. Perhaps you could say I am less than 0? A negative? 0 is my future. In 9 years, I will be 0. Is Akane, little girl, sending out this information into the future? What? Where did she go? June? No, Akane. Where did you go?
Santa!
Why's Clover? Oh,
Freeze.
Ooh, Santa's got the gun. But then how could she die in the other timelines? What's going on? Guess he picked it up when we weren't watching. Looks like he's turned the tables on Ace, though. Wonder how he likes having a gun to his head.
Get up.
Sure isn't about to take that gun off him for a minute, is he? Ace isn't putting up any fight. I mean, I don't think I would either, but he just looks drained. I guess he's going for the door, huh? He doesn't need to verify to go through that door, but...
Hey, what's your plan, Santa? What are you doing?
He can't get through any numbered doors with just 2 people. What the heck is he thinking?
Didn't I tell you? I'm Santa Claus. It's time for me to go make a wish come true.
Dang. That's it? That's all he's going to give us? Well, he was his little sister, Santa Claus, and she wanted to be happy forever, but then she died. I know this information because it was sent to me from the past or future or whatever. What the heck does that even mean? They're out. And now the gate's shut. And you know what? I am glad that there is a science fantasy element to this in the end because it makes everything make sense in the most illogical way possible. Looks like the rest of us are stuck in here. Who is Zero? Is it Akane? I don't want it to be Akane because the 0 was a 6, but her 6 was a 9. Numbers don't mean anything anymore. They're all looking at me. At least 7's headache is gone. He seems to be all right. Well, I guess there's no harm in trying. Let's see if this door still opens.
Damn. Well, it looks like this door isn't opening anytime soon.
Oh, you mean we're trapped?
Yes.
So it would seem.
What the hell is Santa trying to do?
Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh, what?
Have you considered where we are? There can really only be one thing Santa would do now.
No, you can't be serious.
But he is. Gotta do something. He's not gonna incinerate us. He's not a bad guy. Maybe we can still get through door 9. Okay, this is the first time from this scene I've been able to mention, but every other time I thought this door was in the floor because of the angle of it, but it's not. It's just weird. There's the red. Yeah, all right. We could do this. I've just gotta... No, it's not gonna work. There's no way. The 5 of us can't open this door. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 equals 26. 2 plus 6 is 8. Is there any combination that'll work?
Junpei, can I borrow your pen and notebook?
By all means. I don't want to do the math. Sure, why not? I don't think I'm going to need them. Ever again. Well, she certainly looks purposeful. Looks like she's writing equations. A lot of them. Man, she doesn't look very happy. What? Hey, no need to be ripping pages out like that. Jeez. We need the kindling.
What the hell are you doing, Clover? Give me that!
All right, at least 7 got it away from her. Maybe now I could get a look at what she was writing. Let's see.
What?
And there's no other way?
Lotus. Looks like she figured it out, though. Man, this is just too cruel. Why hurt her?
It's okay. Go.
Lotus.
Come on, you know we can't do that.
Oh, don't give me that. I'm sure you'd love to get rid of me.
God damn it, you idiot!
Whoa, where the heck did that come from? From 7. Looks like she expected that about as much as I did. Well, yeah, he remembers.
Without, if you're not... Look, it'd be bad, all right?
For a cop, she doesn't have much confidence.
Dad?
Yeah. If there weren't assholes like you around, I'd be out of a job.
Uh-huh.
Look, I'm just not leaving you behind, all right? End of story.
7.
He's right. I'm not leaving you either.
Me too.
You didn't honestly think I'd abandon you, did you?
You're all idiots.
Act as tough as you want, Lotus. We can all see you're about to cry. Give me some marshmallows.
That being said, however, I doubt we would be able to open the door anyway, even if we were to leave Lotus behind.
Huh? Why?
I trust you remember what happened to Ace? I couldn't see exactly what happened, but I was able to guess what he was attempting to do earlier at the red.
Oh, yeah.
No! What is this? Why? The digital route should be 9! It has to be 9! Then why? Why isn't it opening?
Just to see. Why don't we give it a shot?
Try it with everybody. Make it a magical happy ending.
Give it a shot.
Yes, that is what I said.
Mm-hmm.
You were right.
It ain't opening.
But it did open 9 years ago. The digital route was 9 then, I'm sure of it.
You think maybe they changed the settings?
Perhaps.
If we can't get through the door, we can't get out. The walls are way too high. There's no way in heck we could get to that hole 7 popped out of 9 years ago. Any second you're going to say, incinerator activated. All we could do is stand here and stare at this door with a 9 on it. Guess this is it. Unless it's a 6. This is the end. I was watching. I had watched everything that was reflected in his eyes. I was listening. Every sound that vibrated in his eardrums. I heard. Smell, taste, touch. I felt everything he felt. I knew everything about him. What he was thinking, what he was feeling, what he was sensing. All of his feelings and worries and fears became mine. My mind, my consciousness was inside of him. Through the morphic field set, we were resonant, and we were as one. I was him, and at the same time, I was an observer. Am I speaking for myself? No, that says Akane Vision! It started with a tremendous noise, like a clap of thunder. That was approximately 9 hours ago. A bomb had gone off on the ship we were on. That was when my resonance with him began. My resonant event melted into him, and we became one. The sight of Junpei, somehow I found myself in Junpei's mind. 9 years in the future. The sinking is fake in this one. The bomb was real. One of the contestants, Akane, the threat sent her mind into the future to me that is now. But I didn't lose myself. I was living in 2 realities at once, which is why she's having the fever. But she's also here in this. It must be a fork in a different timeline. Maybe? One was the present and the other was the future. Perhaps you could think of it as 2 movies showing on the same screen at the same time. Eventually, it becomes difficult to separate them and determine which movie is which. However, if I concentrate, I was able to focus on one or the other. That was why I was able to grasp what was happening in front of me.
Come on, over here!
That was my brother, Aoi. He was yelling, Awuga. I followed. Around me were 7 other children. They all looked like they were about my age. Junpei. She connected with the younger one, and the messages ended up in the older one. Oh my god.
Come on, hurry up!
We ran down a long, straight hallway and burst into the large hospital room. Teleportation! Everyone was arguing. 2 of the boys got into a fist fight. A girl watching them began to cry. I want to go home, she cried. I want to go home. Another girl slapped the crying girl and glared down at her. It's been 2 hours since the Nonary Game began. We were starting to fall apart. But just when all hope seemed lost, Light started talking. He was blind. 9 years later, we would call him Snake. So his real name is Light?
Hello, everyone? Could you come over here for a moment?
He was older than most of us, and his voice had authority and dignity. The fights died down, and we gathered around him.
I have a little sister. She is very important to me. Right now, she is over in Building Q and is desperately trying to send information over to me. Her name is Clover, and today is her 9th birthday.
So that's her real name. 9th birthday. So she's 18. I guess all the flirting was fine. As he spoke, he pulled something from his pocket. Oh my gosh. 9 4-leaf clovers. For good luck.
I was going to give these to her as a birthday present. I was outside picking them when I was abducted. I'm sure I've already told you, but I am blind. For a man who can't see, collecting 9 of a very specific plant is, well, it is difficult.
Pat yourself on the back, but that's a really sweet thing to do. He really cares for Clover.
But my sister means a great deal to me, and I hope that these would show her how much I cared for her.
Why did Zero drag Clover into the Nonary Game? Come on.
Since it's her 9th birthday, I thought 9 4-leaf clovers would be appropriate. Every one of you has a brother or a sister in Building Q with Clover. For their sake, we have to survive. We have to get off this ship. Do you understand? If we're going to do that, there are 3 things you have to remember.
He was the one who said it all.
We need trust and love, and we have to have faith in one another. If we can take all 3 of those to heart, then I promise that good luck will come our way. Did you know that the leaves on the 4-leaf clover mean faith, trust, love, and luck? Those words are leaf words. So if you believe what I've told you, and you understand, then I want you each to have one of these. They're a promise between friends.
Aww. Take the leaves, so we can leave. He gave a clover to each of us. I took one too. Eventually, he was left with only a single 4-leaf clover. He had one last thing to say.
Now, don't ever forget. So long as you have that, we will always be connected. Do you understand?
Childhood promises are so awesome. When we finished, the tension of only a few minutes before was gone. We were calm. After that, we ran around the ship for a while longer and opened several of the numbered doors until we finally found a door with the number 9 on it. In fact, there were 2 doors with 9 on them, and we found them in the chapel. We split into 2 groups and walked through the doors. Before long, we all found ourselves in a room with a ceiling that looked like an upside-down funnel. For some reason, this room had another number 9, but this time it was the only one. But if there was only one door, that meant only 5 people could escape. In the end, it was just that.
What are we gonna do? There aren't any other doors.
We began to panic. Then, as if things had not gotten bad enough already,
Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take place in 18 minutes.
a digital route of 9.
Please evacuate the incinerator immediately. Repeat, emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
What? What's happening? What did that thing say?
They were going to kill all of them, at least part of them, because the incinerator did turn on, didn't it? But I think it's got to be staged, and the stress in her mind being split like that. Maybe when they returned all the children, so maybe because of the suffering, she ended up in foster care or something.
That didn't sound good.
And he's here to rescue her, to bring her memory back, put her through the same thing and make her remember. Then there's the whole time travel telepathy thing as well, that it warrants this kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy kind of thing. Snap her back into the present instead of a division of time periods. My brother, Aoi, swallowed hard and answered,
I think it means this room is gonna burn.
Burn!
The plaque on the door says incinerator, and that voice said that the incineration is about to start. And incinerate means to burn.
No! Help me!
Abject terror filled the room as everyone began to scream and cry. Every pair of eyes were filled with despair. Then, high up on the wall, a door opened and a man appeared. He was a huge, frightening mountain of a man as large as a bear. 9 years later, we would call him 7.
Don't worry, kids. I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys. I'm a detective. I'm here to rescue you.
The rest happened just like 7 had said it did. The 4 of us who stayed behind were saved by 7. We crawled through the vent away from the incinerator and slid down into the hall. You know what I really love about this? I don't think the mysticism part of it is a cop-out. It makes the gameplay valid. And that just makes all the experiences we've had thus far pertinent, real, necessary. We came out on the other side of door 9. On the wall opposite the door was a set of double doors. We went through those and began to run up the spiral stairs. As we ran, I led the way. Behind me were Nona, my brother Aoi, Snake, and Seven. You led the way? How'd you fall behind? The other children, the ones who'd gone through door 9 before us, were up ahead. Wow. I could hear them cheering each other on. We ran and ran and ran. We leapt across as many stairs as we could and kept running. The stairs spiraled upward like a tornado. Eventually, I pulled ahead of the rest. Perhaps Nona had slowed them down. I didn't want to lose them, so I slowed down as well. I didn't stop, but I glanced over my shoulder from time to time to see if they had caught up. That was when I realized...
No, where is it? Did I drop Jumpy's present?
Jumpy! This is all real! It's all real. How? Jumpy's present? I knew I had it with me when we passed through the vent. Then, had I dropped it as we slid out? I had to go back. I had to, but I knew I couldn't tell the others. They would stop me. I was sure of that. I didn't stop to think. I simply moved. How about not the gift, but save Jumpy? I ran to the central hall. The room was connected to all the other areas of the ship. I hid in the shadows. And moments later, I felt a rush of wind as they ran past me at the staircase. I waited until they were out of sight, and then I ran. I moved as quietly as I could, down and down and down. Finally, I ran and reached the bottom deck. I ran to the hallway and looked around frantically.
There it is!
It was just where I thought it would be, sitting under the opening of the vent. I ran over and snatched it from the floor, but as I ran back towards the stairs in freedom... The door to the incinerator opened and a man stepped out. It was Hongo. Gentaro Hongo. 9 years later, we would call him Peace.
How wonderful to see you decided to come back.
His smile made my blood run cold. It looked mechanical, as if someone had simply pulled up the corners of his mouth.
Come with me. We must continue the experiment.
I shook my head, eyes wide. Slowly, I began to walk backwards. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. Then I spun around and broke into a run. I felt Hongo's hand close over my left wrist.
I said, come with me.
There was an edge of insanity to his voice now. I pulled as hard as I could.
No! Stop! Let go of me! Let go!
I shook my body and flailed my arms, trying desperately to get Hongo to let go of me. But I was still only a child. I was no match for a man like Hongo.
Stop struggling, goddammit! Do as I tell you!
He heaved on my arm, trying to pull me into the incinerator. I screamed.
Help me! Somebody help me!
Then suddenly,
Akane!
the door to the stairs flew open, and my brother Aoi burst out of it. Behind him came Seven and Snake.
Akane!
He cried my name again as he leapt forward, toward Hongo.
You came back!
I cried out, but then
You're too late, idiot!
Hongo threw his full weight against my arm, pulling us both into the incinerator. The force of it threw me into the floor. I scrambled to my feet and looked toward the open number door. Hongo stood between it and me, but behind him I could see my brother, his fists clenched. But those fists never reached Hongo. With the cold, heartless screech of metal on metal, the door slammed shut. Hongo glanced at me mechanically, his face registering that there was an object there, but not anything he would consider a human being. Then he turned away and walked to the red that sat next to the door. He reached into his pocket and removed 2 bracelets. He waved them both over the scanner panel. 2 asterisks appeared on the red. He checked the screen, then tossed the bracelets carelessly onto the floor. What was he doing? What was the point? He made no effort to explain himself, of course. He said nothing at all and walked past me as though I were nothing more than a rock by the roadside. A few moments later, 2 numbers. Not 3. The 2 other doors slid shut as well. Faintly, I could hear someone pounding on the door behind me. I turned around and ran toward the door with the 9.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
So the 9 door just lets out on the other side. I could hear a voice from the other side of the door. A worried, frightened voice.
Help me!
My throat was already raw, but I screamed as loud as I could. My voice echoed lonely around the empty room.
What should I do? I think I'm trapped in here.
Where's Hongo?
He went out the other door.
What?
Then it started again.
Warning. Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Incineration will begin in
Junpei vision.
18 minutes.
Oh, we're back at the present.
Please evacuate the incinerator immediately.
Holy man, I knew what it was gonna say, but this is one heck of a creepy voice.
I knew it.
It's starting. Santa started the incinerator.
Fuck! Man, I never thought I'd hear that damn voice again after 9 years.
You sure it was Santa?
What the hell? What the hell? What in God's name are you talking about? It's 9 years this and 9 years that, and when it's not 9 years something, then you're talking about some sort of fucking experiments. You aren't making any sense.
Just say it really quickly.
I'm sorry, Lotus, but we really don't have time to explain it right now. I promise. I'll tell you everything once we get out of here.
9 years ago, this exact same thing happened, and now we're reliving it because someone wanted revenge and to save somebody. The end.
But
Incineration will begin in 17 minutes.
You know what that means, right? Incinerate means burn.
what kind of idiot do you think I am? I know what incinerate means.
Well,
God damn it. Okay, fine. I won't ask anything else. Talk about whatever you want. But you have to do something for me. 7, figure this out.
What? Why me?
Just shut up and stop this thing.
How the hell?
There has to be some sort of emergency shut-off button.
Emerge.
There isn't anything like that.
How the hell do you know?
Because I looked for it 9 years ago.
Yeah, Lotus isn't happy about that. Can't really blame her. Wait. The floor, it's moving. What? Is this going to take us to the grid? What else can I say about it but...
What the hell is that?
a final puzzle?
what is that? What is that?
Her side of it! Her side of it! There was something else! What else can I say? The floor opened up and a machine rose up out of it. It looked like a computer. At least, it kind of did. There was a monitor, a keyboard, and a cross-shaped device of some kind. Something about the machine scared me, but I forced myself to walk up to it. He did say it was a test, an experiment. This wouldn't just be torture. It's got to have a conclusion. I was terrified. Tears poured down my face. I wiped them off even as more took their place and forced myself forward. Finally, I reached it. I looked at the screen. Information can't go backwards, but it could go forward. She could save us, but we can't save her. It was blank. Oh my gosh! I saw my old frightened face staring back at me from the glass, drenched in tears. All I can see on the screen is my reflection of my own face. I'm looking kind of freaked out. I know I'm sweating like crazy, but seeing it kind of drives it home. Okay, Junpei, just calm down, all right? Everything's gonna be okay. God, man, I wish this thing would just shut up.
Incineration will begin in 15 minutes.
All right, back to this thing. If it's only showing up now, then it's gotta be important. But what the heck am I supposed to do with it?
Hey, move!
Yes, let the hacker work. Hey, we're all tensely. It doesn't mean you get to shove people around.
It's turned on. There's nothing on the screen, though. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. If there's nothing on here, how are we supposed to do anything with it?
Sure, I'll just push buttons. I'm sure that'll... Well, at least it's on now. What's on the screen, though?
What is this?
What's up?
It looks like some sort of puzzle.
You know what makes sense to have the two different visions, one for thoughts and one for being in the present, because this is important for the thoughts to be relayed between the two different characters without everybody else knowing. That's really nice. This machine didn't show up in the other alternate timeline where Ace was stuck in here with Snake. Or at least it didn't matter in the moment. Too busy. All right. Puzzle. The 1 is frozen in place. 5x5 grid. Numbers range from 1 to 8.
Do you think that if we solve this puzzle,
the incinerator will stop? Yeah. Well, we can hope, right?
All right, puzzle. How do you work? Oh, man. That freaking voice again.
Incineration will begin in 13 minutes.
I'm not going to solve this in 13 real minutes. 13 minutes. Can we really do this? My heart feels like it's going to pop. Oh, my heart is pounding like it was about to explode. I stared at the puzzle on the screen. Sure, I had to solve it myself. This is just so horrible. It's like someone's gonna kill you unless you sit down and do your homework. This is pure trauma. No wonder nobody who needs to remember it remembers it. I know how. It's like you're gonna kill me if I don't do the crossword puzzle. My connection to Jumpy had been gone for a while. His mind was gone. I couldn't get any more information from him. You connected to him as a kid, and you two were sharing information. Maybe Jumpy wasn't even aware of it. But it still kept that connection all the way to the future, where telepathy turned in teletemportation. Right? I felt the seconds tick by as I stared at the screen, completely lost. My cheeks felt hot as tears poured over them. Then I heard a voice.
Hey, what are you doing?
It was muffled. I turned around. Pressed against the window in the entry door was a face, a frightening, evil face. It was Hongo. How long had he been watching me?
Don't know what to do.
He was yelling, but his voice was still muffled.
Simple, really. But I suppose I might as well tell you. Just solve the puzzle on that machine.
If I could solve the puzzle in the future, could I then give her the answer to solve it in the past and create a sort of time loop? I know they said that the information can't travel backwards into the river, but I'm trying to see a way to make these timelines sort of not merge, but even out. I don't know. I'm looking for an explanation for Akane, but I should be focused more on this. His laughter was muffled by the door, but it still tore at my heart like the claws of a vicious monster. I bit my lip and glared at Hongo, struggling to hold back hot tears.
you're a terrible person! I hate you!
I hate him too. Ansem's got nothing on this guy.
Oh my. How could you call a gentleman such as myself a terrible person? That's not very nice.
I guess not being able to see faces also meant that you just couldn't see humans at all.
I'm quite fair. I don't use tricks or play dirty. You see? I've even left you a way out.
A way out?
Didn't you hear me? All you have to do is solve that puzzle. Do that, and you can stop the incinerator.
What's the point of stopping it? You'll only capture me and make me do this all again. I'm not going to listen to you. If you're just going to throw me back in here, I might as well just die now.
My goodness, haven't you listened to anything I've said? I told you, I'm a fair man.
Huh?
If you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will in turn activate. If this experiment is to deliver valid results, there must be a chance of success. If you succeed, you will escape.
Did he forget that about his own device? Or anything? I don't know.
The verification function of the red?
Then I remembered. Before Hongu left the room, he had scanned 2 bracelets into the red. The machine will turn back on, and she can scan her bracelet and get out without needing the other kids.
Ah, so you do remember. Right now there are 2 numbers in the red. The first is 1, and the second is 3. Say, Akane, what's your number?
I looked down at my left hand. The face on my bracelet showed a 5. +3 + 5 = 9. She was 5 in this version? I ran to the door with the 9 on it. I grabbed the red and put my hand against the scanner panel.
You really aren't one for listening, are you?
She's a kid. I hear Hongu's muffled voice from across the room.
I've already told you, didn't I? Once you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will activate. In other words, if you haven't solved the puzzle, you can't enter your number. What kind of fool are you?
Why are you doing this?
You could never understand. You don't know what it's like to spend every day surrounded by monkeys.
Yeah, like being unable to identify the faces of individual monkeys.
Now start the experiment. Solve the puzzle.
I can't! I don't know how!
Of course you don't. Isn't that the point? You understand, don't you? Access the morphogenetic field and find the solution.
I can't!
Then you'll die. You'll burn alive. It's gonna be quite hot in there in a few minutes. I imagine it will be very painful.
His horrible laugh echoed across the room, and even after his face disappeared from the window, I could hear it.
Incineration will begin in 10 minutes.
I was crying. Great gulping sobs broken by hiccups that shook my body. I was terrified. I could feel my fear pressing down on me like a tremendous weight. This game's got great writing, by the way. This is fantastic. Somehow, I forced my shaking legs to carry me back to the device. I stared at the monitor.
I can't! I just can't! There's no way! I can't figure this out!
What was I going to do? I didn't know. I didn't even know where to start. Fear scattered my thoughts, and all I could think of was how I was going to die. My palms were sweating, and my blood was boiling in my veins. It was hot. So hot, I couldn't breathe. I felt dizzy. My heart roared in my chest as if it would pound itself to pieces. I reached into my pocket. I wrapped my hand around the thing I'd come back to get. The doll Jumpy had given me. At least I had that. I held it tight with both hands and prayed.
Help me! Jumpy! Help me! Help me! Help me! Jumpy! 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 Please! Help me! Jumpy!
Akane?
Akane?
Who the hell is Akane?
Shut up! Just shut the hell up!
Seven and Lotus don't understand. I think Clover and Snake have an idea, though. Clover's looking at me. And I think Snake may have figured it out. No, it doesn't matter. They're in my way. Where'd she go? Maybe over here?
Akane! Akane! Can you hear me? Akane! Say something!
We're gonna speak through time! Did something break our connection? I swear I just heard her.
Akane! Answer me! Akane!
Jumpy?
Holy crap. I spun around. I heard a voice. His voice. I looked around. He wasn't in the room, of course. But I heard it so clearly. Like he was right there. I screamed as loud as I could.
Akane!
Jumpy!
Wow. That's her. She's there. Then that means...
Akane! Akane!
Are you in an incinerator right now?
Yes, I am! How did you know?
I couldn't believe that he knew that. Now I understand what Santa meant.
There's only one way to help her.
He needed me here to reconnect with her in the past and change the timeline. And the proof of my success was the fact that Akane was here with us during the games up until this last moment where she's disappeared, and now we have to make all of this concrete. We're fixing anachronisms.
You were brought here to help my sister, to save Akane.
I think I get it now.
Incineration will begin.
I love this so much, and I'm only understanding some of it because I watched Legends of Tomorrow.
Chubby, we don't have time!
And of course, I love time travel stuff. But this is like moving your heart through time.
There are restrictions to movement through time.
Or like leaving yourself notes. This is good. I love science fantasy. But not when it's a cop-out. Some shows do a cop-out. Say, we're going to make this blah, blah, blah. Yeah, not the time. Not important. We don't have the time. Yeah, we don't have the time. As quickly as I could. I told him that I solved the puzzle in order to stop the incinerator. Incineroar.
Got it.
And I do. I get everything now. At last, I finally understand what all this means. Yeah, make sure. Tell me I'm right. I know why the Nonary Game was held today. I know why we were kidnapped and brought here. It was all for this moment. All of this was planned out to lead to this one moment. Oh my god. This is insane. I can't believe it, but there's only one possible answer. June is. Zero is Akane Kurashika. She recreated the history of the future that she had a glimpse of 9 years ago. She tried to save herself that way 9 years ago. Did she survive the incinerator? Was she burned? Is that why she's wearing a mask? No, she's trying to save herself right now. That means that there's only one thing for me to do. Every time we fail, that's a failed timeline. So she's trying to find the right one. She's got an infinity stone. Okay, enough references. Even if this is some sort of insane plan, I will save her. I will save Kane Kurashika. I must save her, no matter what. She's existing in 3 places sort of at once. Time travel is complicated, but I love this stuff, so it's not too difficult for me. Math, however, is
6 minutes.
The voice reminded me of how much time I had left. We gotta save her!
Yeah, I know. Just hang on, all right? I promise I'll get you out of there. I'm not gonna let you die. I promise.
We can fix the mistakes.
So don't worry, all right? Just give me a few minutes, okay?
Okay.
That's why Santa started the incinerator again. He's not bad. He has to help his sister Zero to fix her in the present. My voice shook as I answered. It was hot in the room. It felt like my heart was on fire. That's why he was motivated. That's why he was driven. That's why he did it. 6 minutes or not, my heart burned with my feelings for him. Oh. Boy, this is good. All right, time to get to work, Junpei. I hate math. It's like talking. Yeah, he's talking to him. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Get out of my way.
Hey, what are you?
Just trust me, okay?
We have to be the one to solve it, or she won't get the information. Sorry, Lois. I didn't mean to snap at her, but there's not a lot of time. No more than pride. All right. Apologize later. Now look at this thing. Got numbers all over this grid. I think the panels are out of order, so I just need to switch these out. Staring at it isn't going to accomplish anything. I'll just have to try it. What will this do to the timeline, though? I know saving her is the best thing. It's an awesome thing. But then it will prove to Hongo that it's all real. And so how will that affect the present? I don't know.
Just think of what I did all those times before. I'm gonna do this on my own, with my own mind. I'm gonna solve this problem.
Oh, yes. Seek a way out. I love this music. I love this music so much. So whenever we were going to lose and not make it to the point of finding the incinerator puzzle, that was June dying in no matter the timeline. And if she wasn't going to get saved in the present, I guess there was no need for the game. No one needed to get out. So Zero killed everyone, including herself, because it wasn't going to matter, because the timeline was just going to get flushed down the tubes again. It has to be set right. I'm talking because I don't like the puzzles. What? Okay, yes, give me the hint. When I press hint, numbers appear in the empty spots on the grid. They're all single digits. I get the feeling the numbers change when I swish out the yellow squares. Pressing the button again makes the numbers disappear. Looks like I could turn them on and off. Then is there some special meaning to there being 2 modes? Is there some special meaning to there being 2 modes? Adventure mode and novel mode. I love this game. And also give me some credit. I'm doing this, like, all on my own. I ain't looking any of this stuff up. I ain't Googling. We live in an age where people can cheat all the time, but I am not using telepathy. Wait a minute. 99999999999. Was that not it? Wait a minute. What if I'm just trying to spell the word password? This is a diversion. The rest of the letters are in the puzzle. Like, some of the letters don't have a hexadecimal. Nines. Hey, that's not fair. I got all nines. You just wanted me to enter the password. Enter the password? Was it password? What? I just put freaking 9!
Yes, that's it.
Whatever, I ain't angry.
Akane, did you get it?
Yes, I did! I solved it! I mean, really, you solved it for me, but I copied everything you did!
Yes! I mean, it makes sense. 9 is the whole theme. The answer to the Nonary Game is just 9.
Now I just have to press enter!
Please live.
Then what the hell are you waiting for? Push it!
Okay, I will!
I hit the enter key.
Emergency shutdown command has been confirmed. Incineration system has been disabled.
We shall emerge and see. I ain't angry at it. I just overthinked it so much. Told you. I overthink things.
It worked! It worked! The incinerator shut down! It worked!
Tears rolled down my face as I cried out to him, but they were a very different sort of tears. A wonderful feeling of accomplishment, relief flooded my body. Yeah, I'm feeling the relief too. At the same time, what strength I'd had left disappeared and I collapsed to the floor. For a while I just lay there, laughing and crying, enjoying being alive. Oh, she's so broken. Oh, but she's so innocent. Oh, I love her. Every time I thought about him, I thought my heart would burst. Whew. Can't quite believe I did that. So if we go find Zero and unmask her, she'll be fine? Maybe? Scarred in multiple different realities? Told you, the voice distortion sounded kind of feminine to me. But I'm so glad. I feel like my heart's on fire. No, I don't have time to be thinking about that kind of I need to tell Akane.
Akane, sorry, but things are kind of busy over here. I'm gonna have to hang up now, okay?
Call you back later?
Oh, of course, that's fine!
I wiped the tears from my eyes and nodded vigorously, even though I knew he couldn't see me. Then I looked over at the corner of the floor. There were the 2 bracelets Hongo had left behind.
Now.
Well, Seven and Lotus don't look particularly happy with me. Not a very nice look to give someone who just saved your lives, guys.
Junpei, are you...
Okay?
Ah, shut it.
Right, okay, so maybe they have a reason to be pissed off. So what if I haven't pressed the enter key yet? Alright, nothing holding me back now. Here goes. Wait.
Incineration will begin in...
The answer's not 9 this time.
90 seconds.
It doesn't sound like it's stopping.
Zero will only know if it works if she's back to normal. She's got to be the one to stop this.
What the shit? Why isn't it stopping?
Okay, maybe I didn't hit the key hard enough. Just hit it again, and again, and again. Okay, that's not working either. The alarm's still going off. What the heck is going on? I've got all the right numbers in the right boxes. It's perfect. Is it? I wouldn't know. Why the F isn't this thing stopping?
Incineration will begin in 60 seconds.
Wait, of course. That's what the numbers that showed up after the puzzle mean. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8. Snake plus Clover plus Junpei plus 7 plus Lotus. Snake, Clover, me, 7, and Lotus. Then door 9. No, that's it. That number on the door isn't a 9. It's not even a number.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that...
Holy. Of course. And we just have to put the right number into the red and...
Incineration will begin in 30 seconds.
We gotta run, guys!
Get to the door! Run!
Oh, shit. I don't have much time. Man, trust me on this one or we are all effed. Man, I hope all of this is just wiped from June's memory because she is really insane to do this to a lot of people. But then again, she wants to live, so whatever. Alright, no time to explain. Just go!
Quick! Verify your numbers on the red! Verify? Who?
What combination?
All of us! We all need to verify!
Why?
You really think this is a good time to ask questions? Just do it!
Incineration will begin in 10 seconds.
Getting close!
9, 8, 7.
The countdown from the beginning of the game. 6,
5,
4, 3, 2. We gotta go!
Central gate has been opened. Incineration system has been disabled.
Whatever. No time to be happy. Time to go.
Hurry! We've only got 9 seconds before the door closes. Go, go, go!
Yeah, the game's still going. Let's move it. Okay, they're all through. Move it, Junpei. Just in time. All it takes is one bad day and anybody can do bad. Even Akane. Apparently. Time travel. No, don't calm down yet. You're not done. You still got to find the dead. I want to know, did we really have bombs in us? I mean, Zero was willing to kill us if it all failed anyway, so the bombs are probably there.
Shit. Looks like we made it, huh?
This is no laughing matter. My brain is borked, even though I'm understanding this far better than I should. Man, that guy sure can laugh when he wants to. Looks like Clover and Lotus are totally out of energy. Snake is shaking his head wearily. I just want to take a nap, but...
Akane? Akane! Can you hear me? Akane!
Hello? Come in? Do I don't have a good enough signal? I want to tell her how we made it. I want to tell her how good I feel, but nothing. We should tune in and find Zero. Kane vision. Okay, what happened on her end?
Akane!
Oi!
Cried his name, even though my voice was almost gone from screaming, and leapt into his arms.
Oh, oi!
Oi!
Akane!
I buried my face in his chest and cried again. I cried and cried and cried. The steady thump of his heart in my ear made me feel like I was home. Its beat was almost like a lullaby. I wrapped my arms around him as far as they would go, held him as tight as I could. Just to be there felt like a miracle. I hadn't felt the warmth of another human body in what had seemed like an eternity. It was about to get way warmer in there. I just wanted to stay there in his arms forever. But I couldn't. The moment I'd passed through the door, my bracelet had begun to count down to death. I leapt away from him and looked around. The door had already closed. I spotted the dead only a short distance away. It took me only a moment to get to it, scan all the bracelets. I left the ones Hongo had dropped on the scan. Good thing you picked them up! Because I'd forgotten. That was it. I took a deep breath in and looked around again. huge detective who we'd call 7 in 9 years, and Snake, the blind boy, were looking at me. So you're aware of who they are in the future as who they are now, because you created who they were in the future to recreate what was happening now. Instead, she didn't have the ability to be in her own puzzle, because she was supposed to send signals. She ended up in the side where she was supposed to send stuff. She couldn't send it to anybody else. She was in it. So she sent it to her own recreation of the puzzle she made 9 years in the future. She seemed to have been utterly stunned by my sudden appearance. I mean, she was desperate. She had to recreate it. She needed 9 people. It had to be authentic. The puzzles had to be real. She didn't recreate them. She probably just turned it back on, right? Time travel is difficult, but as long as the rules are sound, you can understand it. The rules that the universe just makes up. Their eyes are wide and their mouths hung
Let's
open.
get out of here. If we don't book it, we might run into Hongo again.
Oi was right. It was time we got moving. The mention of Hongo seemed to jar Seven and Snake out of their surprise, and they nodded. We took off running up the spiraling stairs to freedom. Time for more running. Let's get us out of here. No wonder we're running so hard. My heart's beating so hard I can barely hear. God, I can't wait to breathe real air again. Huh? Seven talking?
Hey, Junpei, can I ask you something?
Oh.
What's up?
That door, the one with the 9 on it. Why'd it open?
That I want to know.
Yeah, all 5 of us verified our numbers on the red. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 is 26. That makes our digital route 8. It shouldn't have opened.
That's not like you, Lotus. I thought you would have figured it out already.
Huh? Why?
Because you were the person who taught me about the idea of bases.
Bases.
Bases?
Yeah.
Base
What
10?
are the 2 numbers in base 2?
0 and 1.
How about base 10?
That goes from 0 to 9, right?
Then how about base 16?
0 through F. After 9, it starts at A and goes from there. B, C, D, etc.
You're right. In other words, A in base 16 is 10 in base 10.
Mm-hmm.
B is 11, C is 12, D is 13, and so on.
Mm-hmm.
So, what about it?
So what, 9th letter of the alphabet in base?
You don't get it? What if we keep going with that pattern? What if you go way past base 16 all the way to base 27?
Base 27?
Yeah.
Well, the numerical digits are the same. So I guess you'd add alphabetical digits. E is 14, F is 15, G is 16.
H is 17, I is 18, J is 19.
I, 18, 9.
K is 20, L is 21, M is 22.
N is 23, O is 24, P is 25.
It's like they're counting the stairs.
Yeah, and? What comes after that?
Q.
26.
It was a Q on the door. That's right, it was very straight. It was a lowercase q.
And what does that mean?
There wasn't a 9 on the door.
It was a Q. A fucking lowercase Q.
Yep, that's pretty much it. I guess to put it another way, you could say that it was a 9 in base 10, but a Q in base 27.
Man, I hate math, but Ace didn't know that because it was supposed to be 9 in her time. So is this the one part of the puzzle that Zero changed? To make sure everybody got out who needed to get out, who didn't have another way out. And those who were punished were punished. Time for more running. God, my thighs are killing me. I swear any moment now I'm going to tear a muscle. I feel like every single cell in my body is dying for air. Hey, every breath I take is a chore now. I feel like my lungs are going to burst. Maybe just a short rest. No, can't stop. Don't have time. Can't stop. Won't stop. Why am I so angry? 12 legs. There can't be more than 8 steps left. Let's go. Let's run. Run like a bullet down a rifle barrel. Like a tornado cutting through a sea of clouds. Poetic, aren't you? I feel like we're running along the back of a giant coiled dragon. Finally. I'm tired just reading all of that. I need pants. New pair of pants.
Whew.
Jesus, I can barely breathe. No, Junpei, no time to rest. Pull yourself together. You're almost there.
All right, I'm gonna open it.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're finally here!
Please do.
I miss adventure mode. I'm reading too much. My mouth's dry. Sure, it looks like a big heavy door, but you're the only thing standing between me and my freedom. But even more important than that, you're the only thing standing between me and Akane. I want Akane back. Gimme! I forgive you for your timeline transgressions. You're gonna open, and you're gonna open now. Akane vision. I felt a hand on my shoulder. It was Aoi's. He gave it a small, reassuring squeeze. I was so happy I felt like I could melt. My heart was at peace, not only because my brother and I were back together again, thanks to the huge detective, all 9 of us who had been kidnapped. We're finally able to escape from the gigantic. So is that the real gigantic? Or is it a set? They either pulled it from the depths or it was recreated from her own memory experience. Meaning the last puzzle, the last plate, she wouldn't know the answer to. Would she? It would just be her hope to have everybody escape, so she would make it a queue. I don't know. On the distant horizon, we could see the faint outline of the ship as it sank. It gave a thunderous roar as it finally slipped beneath the waves. Its last cry echoed out across the ocean, and then it was gone.
It's over.
Aoi was...
Yeah.
It was over. It was finally over. Or was it? Was it really? No, that was wrong. That wasn't it at all. I was sure of it. This wasn't the end. It was only the beginning. This was only a prologue to what would happen in 9 years. We created a self-fulfilling prophecy. A time loop. Even though we saved someone, all the events have got to happen anyway. Yes, finally. Air! God, the sun is so bright I can barely see anything. Gotta admit, this doesn't look quite like... Wait.
No way.
It's not a ship. You gotta be me.
What?
It can't be.
This is...
The base in Nevada. It is not the real ship.
This is the building in the Nevada desert.
I can't do math, but I can guess the plot.
the mock experiment building.
Oh my god. This whole time we were in building Q.
Told you, the water shouldn't be coming through the porthole. The porthole would be above the waterline. Sure enough, that's a desert out there with mountains all around it. Hello there, son. Boy, am I ever glad to see you. I don't think I've ever been so happy to see a sunrise. Huh? Did I just hear something fall? Mm-hmm. Right. Our bracelets. I guess I've never really got a good look at the underside of one of these. Let's see what's inside you. Just a little electronic chip, like an ATM card. That's it. There's nothing else. Nothing that even looks like a detonator. There was never a detonator to begin with. Figures.
Akane.
She wasn't gonna hurt them in this timeline. Huh. Guess I must be pretty crazy about the girl if I think I'm hearing her voice in the wind. Where is she? I want her. Why can't I continue? No. No. These credits roll. I'm gonna smash something. I'm gonna smash that like, comment, and subscribe. Why you gotta twist things like this? I liked her so much, and you knew that, so you played with my emotions. Give me more. Give me more. End credit scene. Give me. Tell me.
Are you okay?
Yes, I am.
Oh, come on. This is nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't look okay.
It was just before the end of elementary school. Jumpy and I were sitting next to each other on a small hill, looking down at the town as the sun slowly set.
How does it look then?
He was half serious and half joking. I thought about it for a minute first. My entire personality is half serious, half joking.
Well, Let's see.
This is too sweet for this world. Just because she was a psychopath at some point. But she didn't want to hurt anybody. But in the end, in other timelines, it's not the correct timeline. Things have got to be reset, which is why we keep going back to the prologue even after we beat everything. So it was real, but it wasn't real. It happened, but it didn't happen. It was just a probability kind of thing. In the grand calculus of the multiverse, their sacrifice meant infinitely more than their lives until her life was spared.
It looks like you kissed a toad and got warts, but then they just kept growing and growing and growing.
What does that even mean?
Junpei grinned.
Ow, 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 ow.
What happened? You fall face first to a cactus?
See? I told you you're not okay. You're too reckless.
Maybe they found the person who killed the rabbits.
You can't beat 5 8th graders, Jumpy. That's crazy.
Ha!
Yeah, but I couldn't just stand there. I mean, don't you think so? I had to do something.
He was helping her. Look at the Nevada desert go past! For an SUV, this thing has a pretty smooth ride. Sure was nice of someone to leave it for us outside the building. Keys in the ignition in the gas tank. Yes, yes, yes. Tell me more what happens. Almost like it was a present, you know? Anyway, we jumped in, and now here we are, screaming across the desert. We're still getting from Akane's perspective, but as a kid, you can't beat up 5 8th graders. Were they older than them? They were together in 6th grade. Or are they getting to be together? Are we backfilling memories of those two together? Is time going to restructure? Is our changes here going to go forward into the future and everything's going to mend? This will be like it never happened? Lotus is over there in the passenger seat. Snake is 7 and I are squeezed into the back seat here. I still can't believe we let her drive.
Woohoo! This is so fun! This is so awesome! Driving is so great when there's nothing around, and there's no speed limit.
That's how I would like to drive.
Hey, Clover, watch those bumps, all right? This car jumps even a little, and I think I'm gonna get crushed to death.
Hey, shut it. I can't help if I'm big, all right? Suck it up.
We are all going to be friends forever. Where's Akane?
Why don't you drive, 7?
I'm a cop. I ain't gonna break the law.
He doesn't have an international license.
Yeah, but you could have sat in the passenger seat.
Okay, we're in Nevada, so they're from Japan. Got it.
Oh, hell no. There's no way I'm giving this seat up. And Clover, there's no need to slow down.
Get as far away from this as possible. Forget all about it. Let Junpei be the only one to remember because of his psychic connection to Akane.
The car Santa and June are in should be somewhere down this road ahead of us.
Yeah, I saw some fresh tire tracks going out. There's no doubt about it.
Then we've got to hurry if we want to catch them, don't we?
Yes, 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 yes.
Sure thing.
God dang, she doesn't have to drive so fast. Man, I didn't even think a car like this could go this fast. We're sure throwing up a lot of dust. It was a couple hours after we'd run into the junior high students. Okay. They'd been hiding in the bushes on the back of one of the hills, drenching a kitten in gasoline. It is the ones who attacked the rabbits. The moment we saw what they were doing, Jumpy ran up to them, furious.
What the hell are you doing?
Then he jumped on them. He quickly scooped up the kitten and tossed it to me. I caught it and ran for the police station as fast as I could.
Help me! Officer, please! You have to come with me!
The policeman and I headed back to the hill. All we found was Jumpy, sprawled on the ground with a face covered in big, swelling lumps.
You couldn't run away after you threw the kitty to me?
I asked him. He stuck his tongue out through the hole in his mouth where a tooth had fallen out.
Yeah, I guess I coulda.
Then why didn't you?
I didn't want to. I wanted to beat him up. Beat him up real good.
Because of what they were doing to the kitty.
Yeah, that too, but I think they were the ones behind those murders our first semester. Remember?
And I was only aware of that knowledge if I had gone through the door 3 to the bathroom. Timelines be darned, I know it all.
Oh, you mean the bunnies.
Yeah, the bunnies.
You plucked some grass from the ground and tossed it into the wind.
They asked me what elementary school I was from, so I told them. And then they said they'd do the same thing to you that they did to the rabbits. I couldn't forgive them for that, so I...
Hey, there's still some stuff I don't get.
Please explain. I am done trying to speculate based on my knowledge of other time travel-based media. Of course, you probably don't know any more than I do. I wouldn't be so sure.
Like Ace. Well, I guess I should say Gitaro Hongo. Why did he create the Nonary project? Anybody? Any ideas?
Why don't you ask him yourself?
Well, yeah, I guess I could.
He's still in the trunk, I assume?
What? Yeah, he is. Still tied up, I'm assuming, with his mouth taped shut. His eyes just look empty. No emotion. It looks like he's just given up. I wonder if he even cares what happens to him anymore.
Hey, were you listening to us?
Yeah, go ahead and try to pretend you weren't, you old bastard. Let's get that tape off your mouth.
Come on, I know you were. Answer me.
You could at least look at me when you talk, man.
I only wanted to see the faces. Human faces. I thought if I could gain the ability to access the morphic field set, then perhaps I could see faces.
Dang it, you're not just a straight-up villain. You have not a commendable reason to do this, not even justified, but a not wholeheartedly evil reason to do it. Self-centered, maybe, but not egotistical. But hey, the whole experiment proved one thing. There was one success out of the whole test, and it was us two. June and Junpei, sitting in a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G.
By peering into people's minds, you could understand how they were processing the expressions of others.
That's it?
Yes. If you want to put it simply, but if you are looking for a more philosophical answer, I can supply that as well. You see, the human collective consciousness...
Mementos? I think that's enough out of you, pal. Yeah, I had enough with the whole, like, Persona 5 Mementos Palaces thing. It's a little bit convoluted. Time for the tape to go back on.
All right, so what's your second question?
You said there were some things you didn't get, didn't you?
Well, somebody's a little nosy.
Well, my next question doesn't really have anything to do with you two. This is for you, Seven. It's about the whole Alice thing.
Thank you.
What's the deal with that?
Well, you see, 9 years ago, after I escaped from the Gigantic, I kept going after Hongo on my own, hoping I'd catch him when he finally slipped up. And during the course of my investigations, I learned a lot more about the Gigantic. I also found out about Bourdain and Alice.
You're not really answering my question. Was there actually a girl who wouldn't melt at room temperature?
I think he knows. Sounds like Hongo has something to say. All right, fine, I'll let you talk. You gotta behave.
What?
Alice doesn't exist. 9 years ago, I found Alice's coffin behind the library on the bottom deck. There was nothing in it but the root of a peculiar plant. My research determined that it was a member of the genus Mandragora, of the family Solanaceae.
Did you use that plant to make the drug?
I was able to extract a particular alkaloid from it. I used that extract to create Sokoru. Its creation was a tremendous boon to my firm, and we grew rapidly.
This is gonna go on forever. Tape's going back on, Hongo. The rest of my questions can wait a bit. For now, I think I'll just enjoy the ride.
Here, this is for you.
What's this?
This is, for you, doll. His name is Junpei.
What? Jumpy pulls something out of his pocket and shoved out his arm toward me. You made a doll of yourself? Is this voodoo? Witchcraft? I mean, it's sweet, but it's kind of weird. In his hand was a doll made of yarn small enough to fit in his palm.
Jumpy, are you sure it's, for you, doll?
What's a for you doll?
Huh? Yeah, the lady at the shop said so, so that means it's for you, right?
Are you sure it's not a voodoo doll?
Wait, what? That's... Oh, man.
Wow.
Well, it sure looks like a voodoo doll. I mean, you do know what a voodoo doll is used for, right?
Is this whole telepathy thing gonna be voodoo magic because of the doll? I'm just gonna stop assuming, but it's funny that I called that.
Yeah, I guess calling it Junpei isn't a very good idea then.
Why are you giving me this anyway? It just seems really sudden.
You know how after June, we aren't gonna get to see each other too much? I mean, we're gonna be in different schools, and I just thought I'd,
This is so freaking sweet.
Oh, okay, well, how about we call it June then?
Yes!
Okay. So, I wanted to give you this.
You sound like some sort of tribal chief in a bad movie.
Yes. I, head of tribe. This doll, traditional charm of tribe.
This is only slightly offensive.
So I give this.
Me Tarzan, you June.
It me. So we always together.
Hoodoo,
Jumpy.
voodoo, we do.
If
voodoo.
something bad, then hold and pray. I go wherever you are.
They're explaining it, and I don't care about how simple and sweet the answer is for all of this. I love it.
So here, take.
I reached my hand out and picked up the doll gently.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jumpy.
Before I knew it, I was crying. Tears streamed down my face and fell onto June's tiny yarn body.
Oh, Jumpy. I'll never forget you. I promise.
Jumpy looked straight into my eyes and said just 5 words.
I'll never forget you either.
The sky was a beautiful crimson red as it melted down toward the horizon. I want some sea salt ice cream. The last golden rays of sunlight stretched out across the city and painted themselves across the hills. We sat, bathed in the warm light of evening, just the two of us, leaning gently against one another, shoulder to shoulder. The sun set, and we still didn't leave. We watched in silence as the darkness deepened, and one by one, the lights of the town began to flicker on. There's still one thing I don't get. To be honest, it's the biggest mystery as far as I'm concerned, and also the only one that's really important. It has to do with June and Akane. Was June a voodoo doll? 9 years ago, she died in the incinerator on the Gigantic, but she's still alive now as June. But how? Was it because I tapped into the morphic field set and saved her 9 years ago? Alright, let's say that makes some kind of insane sense. If I did that, then how do I make sense of what 7 remembers? Snake makes sense. He's blind. Those were not mutually exclusive. He couldn't have seen her body anyway. But 7, he said he was sure he saw it. Does that mean there's some kind of historical discrepancy? A temporal anachronism? Or wait, maybe that's not it at all. She dropped the doll. There's one other logical explanation. Was what you told me the truth, 7? Okay, what's going on? You look satisfied. No way. He couldn't.
Hey, look! Over there. There's somebody next to the road.
He couldn't what?
Huh?
What?
It's the freaking mummy! The burning gaze of the Nevada sun pounded down on her head. The desert around her rippled with heat. Standing there on that shimmering plain was a woman, her arm out and her thumb up. It would not be long before Junpei realized who she was. Alice? And don't forget your towel. Holy crap. That whole last section was like a game all to itself. 7 and his memory. Was 7 part of this as well? To convince Junpei that she died, so that he'd want to save her, so that the timeline remains secure, no discrepancy, that she does get saved. Because if she was going to get saved anyway and he didn't do it, he wouldn't finish the loop and she wouldn't get saved. I wonder. Now that woman at the end looked familiar. I think I saw her face at the main menu of this game. Here, on this screen, bottom right, the volume 2 of the Nonary games, Virtue's Last Reward. Those other 9 characters. It connects to this. It's not just like a bundle of 2 games. There's more. I don't know. This has been going on long enough. This is so good. I'm missing just like a little bit more information at the end. And that's the only thing frustrating me because I feel like it's important. And I gotta know the rest of it. I gotta find Akane. This just can't be the end. This was beautiful. This was a great game. The puzzles were a little bit annoying, but that's just because I suck at math. It's not my fault. I don't know the times tables. There's another half to this story, and I can't wait to find out what it is. There's so much more left. Like, they're going to have their own trial. I don't know what their Nonary game is about. You know, it had a dark tone, this story. You know, there's trauma, there's murder, you know, psychological. It's painful. So I like that the answer to all of this is just as mature and complex as what they had been through. It was a form of telepathy able to cast the conscious thoughts to another person through time, not just space. Sure, why limit it to 3 dimensions? If you're gonna jump in both feet first into telepathy thing, it might as well take it one step further. And they're allowed to be deep with some of these characters because these connections run deep. Everybody here was here for a reason. Why did Junpei not have a memory of it? It's so fantastic. Such a long game. And it made a whole lot of speculation. And frankly, I'm all talked out. You've seen it, you witnessed it, you were here with me. I really appreciate it. This isn't over. We got another half of this game to do. And then once I completely finish that, I gotta look up the entire history of this game, how it was made, why it existed, who did it, is there any more of it? It's just beautiful. This was on par with Persona 5. Like, they're 2 different styles of games, but they're so similar in a lot of ways. I see it, and I love both. I kind of wish some elements of Persona 5 was in this. I kind of wish some of the elements of this was in Persona 5. They complement each other. Hey, anybody out there who writes fan fiction? I've got material right here. Maybe I don't. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I love this game. This Nonary game. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you want to see. And I will see all you dudes in the next one. Bye.